This is JD. JD is from Greensboro, North Carolina, and he's riding a 2018 Harley Davidson Ultra Limited. JD's been riding a motorcycle for 26 years, and 6 months he's been on motors, which means he's a motor officer. Now, well, actually a couple of things. First of all, JD sent me this video in March of 2021. So technically, he's been riding over 27 years, and he's been a motor officer a little over a year. Now, I want to state this. I've said this before. Not all motor officers are good at slow speed maneuvers. It's important that I say that. And a lot of them aren't great if I'm going to say they're not all good. And the reason I say that is because at the end of the day, it's not like when you become a motor officer, you know, you have some special ability now that nobody else can possess. It's all based on practice. And if a motor officer passes motor school and then decides they're not going to practice anymore, they're not going to be that good. Their confidence is not going to be that high. So I say this to say, guys, don't look at someone that's using the proper techniques and doing it with confidence and say, oh, that must be a motor officer, and then just chalk it off to that's why they know how to do it and you don't, because you're not a motor officer. You don't have to be a motor officer to be proficient on your motorcycle at slow speeds. You do need to practice, all right? Take this stuff seriously. And if you know you're weak in a certain area, don't shy away from it. Practice it, all right? And practice it in small increments. We're not trying to, do anything crazy here or do something that's going to cause your confidence to take a shot, all right? But anyway, JD looks good here. I want to thank him for providing this video to me so that I can share it with you guys, Preloader Nation. And I want him to keep it up. Of course, I'm assuming he will. Remember, guys, you don't need cones to practice. It's a state of mind. Go out there and practice. JD, you be careful out there. All right, guys, take care. Preloaders, V.I.Preloaders, welcome back to the channel, guys. Always a pleasure to have you guys here with me. And you know this by now, or at least you should. Hope you guys are doing well. Another beautiful day here in Pooler, Georgia. What a beautiful day for a motorcycle ride, right? What do I always say? If you have time to ride, you have time to practice. And remember, practice is just a state of mind. And while I might be out here with a crap load of cones set up, you don't have to do that in order to practice. All you have to do is tell yourself before you go out on your ride, I'm going to practice making a right turn from a stop. I'm going to practice making a left turn from a stop. I'm going to make a couple of U-turns or whatever. And over time, if you do that consistently, you're going to start seeing improvements, stuff getting shorter and tighter, right? And that's what this is all about, right? Improving, raising confidence, getting better. For those of you that don't know who I am, my name's Robert. I'm a retired NYPD Highway Patrol motorcycle lieutenant. I did a wonderful 22-year career with the NYPD. 15 of those years spent with the elite NYPD Highway Patrol motorcycle unit. The name of this wonderful channel is called Robert Simmons Paying It Forward. And on this channel, I share my knowledge, experience, and training that I received from the elite NYPD Highway Patrol motorcycle unit with you guys. And I focus primarily on slow speed motorcycle operation. That's operating your motorcycle between 1 and 10 miles per hour. And I focus on that because that's the speed range where most motorcycle riders are extremely, extremely uncomfortable. And that's why you see people kind of putting their feet down, duck walking their bike. People hate stopping, right? Because you have to slow down, and when you slow down, you're in that speed range, and that's when the motorcycle feels unsteady. So I focus on that because I want to take care of that. I want to let you guys know what you need to do to solve that so you don't feel that uneasy feeling anymore. Basically, that feeling is a lack of control. None of us like the way we feel when we're out of control, and that's why people don't like that, right? That makes 100% sense, right? I want to emphasize that, yes, you're looking at a bagger type motorcycle. This is Angel, my 2019 Road King Special. But this is not specific to this type of motorcycle. This applies to every type of motorcycle, whether it's a bagger, a cruiser, a sport bike, an adventure bike, everything. These skills and techniques that we do out here, it all applies. So please understand that, all right? I encourage you guys to practice as well on all types of motorcycles. Come out here and practice with me in Pooler, Georgia, if you'd like, all right? And if that's something you're interested in, go to my website, click on where it says practice information. That'll tell you everything you need to know to get out here and practice with me. And also, if you like private lessons, I do that as well out here in Pooler, Georgia. I travel as well, but it's got to be a reasonable distance. Same thing, go to the website, but click on private lessons, and that'll get you all set up. All right, guys? Guys, I want to take this time to thank all of you preloaders and VI preloaders for supporting the channel, but more importantly, for being preloaders and VI preloaders. In other words, for understanding how important what we're doing here is, right? This is a nation at this point. This is Preloader Nation. This is a movement. This channel is all about positivity. If you haven't figured that out by now, yes, it is. This is all about positivity, all right? There's no judgment here. There's no arrogance, no finger pointing, no pressure, right? No bullying. None of that stuff goes on this channel. And it also doesn't go on my Facebook group, Preload and Keep It Loaded. If you guys are not part of that and you're on Facebook, you can join that group as well. Again, that's a bunch of preloaders and VI preloaders supporting one another. And that's what this is all about. You know, I've said this before. I'm doing my part by trying to make videos, and it's extremely time consuming. It absolutely is. There's no ifs, ands, or buts about it. And I can't do things half-assed. So sometimes I wish I could. But it's incumbent upon all of us to spread this, okay? So that we can get as many motorcycle riders to understand this and adapt it. Because think about how you were thinking before you heard about Robert Simmons paying it forward versus how you think now. Think about how you look at motorcycle riders now when you see them doing certain things on their motorcycles. And that's why I always say, don't make fun of people that lack this skill. Help them, right? Help them. And the more positive we are as a nation, the more it's going to, encourage people to come on board. That's one, well, that's what A means. And B, or two, it's going to squeeze out the negativity. And you're going to always have people that are negative, and there's different levels of negativity, but no matter what the level is, we kind of shy away from that here in Preloader Nation. All right, guys? So I'm just thrilled. Right now, we have over 60,000 subscribers on Robert Simmons paying it forward, and that's great. And, you know, most channels, you know, the subscriber count's important, yes, but it's meaningful to me because as far as I'm concerned, that's at least 60,000 motorcycle riders that now are familiar with what we're doing, understand it, want to practice it so that they can be better and spread that. And I say at least because everybody is not subscribed to this channel that watches it. So I am going to once again say, if you watch this channel regularly and you are not subscribed, please hit the subscribe button. Okay, it definitely helps out the channel. You don't have to pay anything for it. I like to say you only have to do it once, but I just heard that like YouTube unsubscribes people. I don't know why that happens, but guys, just make sure that you're still subscribed. If you know you subscribe, just check to make sure it still says subscribed when you look at Robert Simmons paying it forward. All right, highly appreciate that. Helps out me, helps out the channel. The like button as well does that. So guys, I appreciate that. And your comments, you guys know, up until now, I've still been able to respond to every single comment, every single email. You know, it's time consuming, but it's worth it. It really is worth it. All right, guys, I want to remind you again, June 12th, I'm doing another traveling practice session. This one's going to be in Knoxville, Tennessee at Bootlegger Harley Davidson. That's going to be at 9 a.m. And I still have some spaces left for that practice session. So if you are interested in that, send me an email. Email. Don't send me something on Messenger. I kind of need all of these communications in one place so I'm not going crazy. All right, send me an email and I'll send you the necessary information to get you squared away with that. Again, limited spaces left, but there are some spaces left. I'm also happy to announce, guys, that I'm doing another traveling practice session and it is going to be in New Jersey again. It's going to be in the same location that I was in earlier this month, and it's going to be at Grace Bible Church. All right, that's going to be September 3rd. All right, that's a Saturday, 9 o'clock a.m. September 3rd. All right, I'm gonna let you know right now that list. I know I'm announcing it now, but that list is already half full. Actually, it's more than half full. So I said this the last time, and a couple of people dragged their feet. So I'm going to say it again. Don't drag your feet if you're interested in practicing with me out in New Jersey. Send me an email, okay? And we'll get you set up for that. And if that list is full, I'll put you on a reserve list because the last time I did this, quite a few people that were on the reserve list were able to attend because people that were on the actual reservation list, stuff came up and they couldn't make it, all right? And just to let you guys know also, I'm planning on doing a practice session again in Maryland at the same location. I'm waiting for confirmation. So nothing is confirmed right now. I wasn't even going to say it, but I am going to say it because I want to put it on your radar. I'm looking at September 4th at the Seventh-day Adventist Church in Columbia, Maryland. Again, it was phenomenal there. I had an awesome time. So I'm looking to doing it again. So I'm just letting you guys know. I've already spoken to the people there. It's already in the works to try to get this approved. And once I get confirmation, I'll let you know officially that that's happening. However, I am going to let you know, if you want to get on the list now, because that list has already started as well, send me an email and we'll get that set up, guys. Looking forward to that. And lastly, guys, regarding traveling practice sessions, I'm looking at doing something maybe in Columbus, Ohio, or somewhere in the area. You know, I kind of looked and mapped it out. I think it's like a little bit over 10 hours from me. And I'm trying to figure out a route to get to Ohio where I can also hit another location, maybe North Carolina. I don't know, but I haven't really thought much about it. But I'm saying this to you now because just like I said to the people in Jersey and in Maryland, if you're in Columbus, Ohio, or the Ohio area, or if you're in North Carolina, and you have a practice location, and when I say a practice location, it has to be a place that's large enough to accommodate us, but also authorized. It can't just be an open lot, and you say, hey, that lot's always open. I never see anybody in there, and then we all get there. People paid money, spent time, and somebody comes and tells us, guys, you got to get out of here. This is private property. So it has to be legitimate. If you have that and you're in that area, email me, let me know, send me the address so I can Google map it, or send me the Google map so I can look at it, and then we can go from there. I'm trying to plan as many of these as possible that are practical. You know, people have asked me to come to a lot of places that they're really not practical. It's, you know, especially with the cost of gas now, you know, it's got to make sense, right? It's got to make sense. I'm sure you guys can understand that. And that's why I try to choose locations that are not ridiculously far away from me, but at least it's closer to maybe you than coming all the way down here to Pooler, Georgia. All right, guys? So I'm working on stuff, guys, all right? You work with me like you always do, and it'll be successful no matter what, right? Again, I love to practice with you guys, but more importantly, I want to spend time with you. I want to meet you. That was one of the toughest things about the practice sessions, the traveling ones, Jersey and Maryland. Maryland in particular, because the weather was better. There was a lot more people there. And I just wanted to run to everybody and talk to them, but I was out there doing my thing, right? So, all right, guys. So, welcome to practice session. I know I said a lot of stuff. Welcome to practice session number 47. It's a beautiful day, as I've already stated. It's going to be a little hot, so that's fine. We'll get it in. I got 1 through 9 out here today and a bonus. And you guys know how we do it. I'm right now waiting for the V.I.Preloaders to show up. I think I only have 3 today. But when they get here, you know how we do it. We're going to ask them who they are, where they're from, what they ride, more importantly, how long they've been practicing riding, how long they've been riding as well, and how they rate themselves on a scale of 1 to 10, 10 being the best, and slow speed motorcycle operation. All right, guys, let's do it. All right, guys, like I said, 1 through 9 in the bonus. V.I.Preloaders are here. We're going to meet them. I'm excited, as I always am, because of phenomenal people. Remember I told you, Preloader Nation is filled with above and beyond type of personalities. All right, let's go talk to them. All right, what's your name, sir? Well, actually, you guys are a couple, so we do couples together. What's your name?
Jason Despain.
What's your name, dear?
Jennifer Despain.
Where you guys from?
Crestview, Florida.
How long have you been riding a motorcycle, Jason?
About 12 years.
How long have you been riding?
Not quite 4.
Okay. How long have you been practicing slow speed?
Just about 2 years recently.
Okay. That's actually 2 years is good. And you?
Off and on with him.
Okay, good. If you had to give yourself a rating, 1 to 10, 10 being the best, what would you rate yourself? Slow speed.
2.
Jen?
2, maybe.
Okay, good. What kind of motorcycle are you riding?
2017 Ultra Limited Low.
Okay, I'm gonna go take a look at your motorcycle. Now I know you did a bunch of stuff to this motorcycle, man. You said you rode here 6 hours?
Yes.
And he's got everything that you can possibly need on this motorcycle, as he should, because he puts a lot of miles on. So he was showing me a bunch of stuff in the saddlebag, survival kit, tire plug kit, jump pack, you name it, he's got it. All right, and I'm looking forward to seeing him show that motorcycle who's the boss today. What are you riding today, dear?
Street Glide 2021.
Street Glide 2021. Now, if you guys don't remember this couple, if you remember Jason at least, Jason, I forget which practice session it was, but he donated some push-ups. He did some push-ups and donated some push-ups. I appreciated him for that. He's definitely a disciplined V.I.Preloader. And then his bride picked up this bike, and I remember he put it on the Facebook group. He put it on his Facebook as well. Very nice bike, nice color. Every angle you look at it is a different color. All right, pleasure to meet you both. Pass the mic to this man. What's your name, sir?
Reggie Davis,
Reggie, where you from?
St. Louis, Missouri.
Reggie, how long you been riding a motorcycle?
7 years.
How long you been practicing slow speed riding?
A year.
Okay, good. And if you had to give yourself a rating 1 to 10, 10 being the best, and slow speed riding, what you giving yourself?
A 2.
What you riding today?
A 2018 Street Glide Special.
All right, we're gonna go look at your Street Glide. Now, if you guys don't notice, the bat wings are reigning supreme today in practice session number 47. And Reggie already showed me he did a bunch of stuff to this motorcycle. He's got custom dynamic lights in the lowers, the turn signals, saddleman seat. Actually looks very comfortable with that backrest.
I didn't know how many people were expecting to come out here.
Custom dynamics lights in the back. And this guy with his wife drove 1,000 miles from St. Louis to come here and practice. And that's what it's all about. We all want to get better. All right, guys, I got them in the tent. It's 9 a.m. It's already hot out here, even though it's not, I don't even think it's 80 degrees yet, but we're already feeling it. But it's time to get to work, 1 through 9, and a bonus, and a slow race. All right, let's do it. All right, guys, welcome, welcome, welcome. Practice session number 47. Anybody nervous? Everybody's nervous. All right, listen, I'll say this, hoping it eases that. There's absolutely nothing for you to be nervous about. I see everyone has saddlebag guards. Everyone has engine guards. If you want to take your saddlebags off, you can. You don't need to, as long as you have the guards. Dropping your motorcycle is par for the course. That's how we learn. As long as you know why you dropped it, it's going to lessen the odds that you repeat it. It doesn't mean you're definitely not going to, but we're human beings. We make mistakes, right? Like we were speaking about earlier, there's no test here. There's no pass or fail, so you don't have to be nervous about that. And lastly, you don't have to do anything you don't want to do out here, right? I do want you to step a little bit outside of your comfort zone, but if it's something you clearly feel very uncomfortable about, just don't do it, right? And at any time throughout the day, if we're moving through these exercises and you say, I'm done, it doesn't mean you have to come here and just sit down. If you want to go back and practice on some other stuff, feel free to do that. It's fine. All right? So, are you still nervous? No, don't answer that. All right. You excited? Good. Good. That's very good.
I want to be a better rider.
That's
why I came up.
That's right. So, you know what? That leads to one of my questions that's coming up. Does anybody have a problem being on YouTube? I got to ask.
I told the wife, like, hey, we'll get on YouTube.
All right. If you feel like you're going down, of course, that's always the answer. I want you to provide power to the rear wheel. But if that's not going to happen, keep your feet on the boards. We all have floorboards, which is another reason I love this style of motorcycle, footboards. Keep your feet on the boards, and when the motorcycle hits the ground, then step off once it stops moving. But some people hold on to the motorcycle for dear life, and then they pull it beyond the engine guard and the saddlebag guard, and that's when there's fairings and stuff, mirrors get scratched or broken.
You can look at mine and you can see that happen.
Yeah, it's not gonna save you. Just let it go. The ground's that close anyway. You'll be fine. Yep. All right. We got 1 through 9 out here today, and the bonus. Now the bonus, I used to tell people all the time, and I still will. It's a bonus exercise. You don't need to do it, but that's true for every exercise. You don't need to do anything. There's no obligation. All right. If you grab your front brake today, that's a 10 push-up penalty. All right, it's voluntary, but you know, totally up to you if you're going to do it or not. You can do it here, you can do it at home, you could do it like Jason did and send me the video, you know, whatever. If you see me do this, that just means shut your engine off. And if you knock down the cone, pick it up. But if I'm there, I'm probably going to pick it up anyway. Any questions? If at any time today I say something and you don't know what the hell I'm talking about, please ask. Because 9 times out of 10, if you have a question, somebody else has that same question. Okay? All right. So you were saying why you're down here, and that's the question I always ask. Why do we practice? Right? And there's a number of reasons why we practice. We practice because, like you said, you want to get better. You want to be safer. We want to raise confidence levels. We want to increase our options while we're riding out there. Because if you don't practice, we also want to build muscle memory. That's part of it. If you don't do that, your options are very limited. And they're limited to your skill level. And if your skill level is low because you don't practice, when you get out there in the real world and the crap hits the fan, the only thing you're going to have to resort to are your instincts, which are always wrong. Putting your feet down, grabbing the front brake, squeezing in the clutch. You know, that's that flight, what is it, fright or flight, whatever the hell it's called. You know, you want to protect yourself, you squeeze. All right? So for today, what I'd like you guys to do, and I want you to do this for your entire motorcycle riding career. That's what I would prefer. I want you to do the same thing, the same way all day today, right? And we're going to talk about why. Now, I know in the police department, you go to the shooting range, they teach you to do the same thing, the same way, in the same order, because that's how you build muscle memory. So if you're in a shooting and your gun jams, you're not going to have to think about what to do. You've practiced it so much, you know, tap, rack, bang. You know, if that doesn't work, rip, rap, whatever the hell the other one is, right? So that's the same thing we're doing here on the motorcycle. If you practice something all the time the same way, you don't have to think about it. So I'm going to put steps on it, but the more you practice it, there won't be any more steps. So what's always step number 1, Jason?
Head knife.
Oh, hell no. I knew for a fact Jason was going to get all of these. Head and eyes. What's always step number 1?
Make sure the bike's in first gear.
First gear.
That is correct. Make sure the motorcycle is in first gear. It's always step number 1. So today, that's what you're going to do. Whoop, whoop. We're all riding Harley Davidson, so with the clutch pulled in, it's not going to tell us what gear we're in, so we have to do that. Step number 2, cover the rear brake. Cover it. That means put your foot on it. Doesn't mean you're applying pressure. All of us have the same kind of brake, so we can rest our foot on it. The brake light won't come on. You're fine. And the reason we're doing that is because if we need to use that rear brake, we're already there. We don't have to go to it. Because at the last minute, if you're trying to get to it, I can almost guarantee you're going to too much pressure. And the reason that's important is we don't ever want to disturb the balance of a motorcycle. We don't want to do anything herky-jerky. If you do something herky-jerky, it's going to react herky-jerky. When you're going 50 miles per hour, herky-jerky is not a big deal because with power going to that rear wheel at speed, it just wants to go straight. Keep that in mind. Your motorcycle with power always wants to stand up straight and it wants to go straight. All right? Keep that in mind. All right. Step number 3, preload your throttle and keep it loaded. And keep it, say it with me, and keep it loaded. Guaranteeing you somebody says it's not going to keep it loaded because it happens all the time. When we're doing certain exercises, as soon as we get to, okay, preload, now the next step, you're concentrating so much on the next step, which is something to do with the clutch. Now you forget about the preload and it goes down. You hear it. So all day today, I want you to listen to your engines. Please listen to them. And the goal is to keep your throttle where it was when you first preloaded. So when you preload, 2000, 2100, 18, wherever it is, your goal is to make that sound be consistent, right? And then the next step is going to be slowly release the clutch into the friction zone. That's step number 4. And then step number 5, as soon as your motorcycle starts to move, pick up your left foot. So all day today, we're going to be like ballet dancers out here. We're going to be doing everything graceful, right? So when you go to take off, you pick up your foot like this. Once it starts to move, nice and easy. We're not doing this, throwing the motorcycle off balance. We're not doing this, keeping it on the ground as long as possible. No. As soon as it starts to move, pick up your foot. And as you come to a stop, same thing. Your foot should come down like this. Not like this. You know, this is why people don't like stopping. 1 to 10 miles per hour, that's the speed range most motorcycle riders are very uncomfortable with. Why? Because that's when they have to be the boss of the motorcycle. It's all on you in that speed range. But what we first talked about is, do we understand that with power to the rear wheel, it always wants to stand up and it always wants to go straight. So as long as we know that, whenever you guys feel uh-oh today, no matter how slight uh-oh is, that's the answer. We're already preloaded. Remember, we're listening to that engine, trying to make sure we can keep it like that. All we have to do is this. That's always going to pick us up. You feel like you're going to fall, right? You don't have to be all the way open, just a little bit. So do we understand that? All right. So the first thing we're going to do today, we're going to do a warm-up exercise. We're going to use the cones for the single serpentine, but we're not doing the single serpentine. I'm going to have you guys starting and stopping. Now, I'm purposely not doing it where the cones are far away because I don't want you to get speed. Momentum is something that we use very minimally here. I want you to use the friction zone all day today. The friction zone, you should feel your motorcycle pulling you through something, not momentum, all right? Speed is not your friend out here. So when I said we're going to do the same thing the same way all day, that includes if I say, hey, Reggie, you mind if I call you Reggie? Reggie, do me a favor. If Reggie's motorcycle's right there, I say, Reggie, pull your motorcycle right here. We're not doing no duck walking today, right? We're not, even if it's with 1 foot, we're not doing that. He's going to make sure he's in first gear. He's going to cover the rear brake, preload his throttle, listen to it, keep it there. He's going to slowly release the clutch into the friction zone, still listening to his throttle, keep it there. If he hears it goes down, he's going to give it a little more. And as soon as he starts to move, he's going to pick up his foot, right? Rear brake. That's going to ensure he's not going too fast. And then when he gets to me, rear brake. Now, sometimes when you're stopping, let me say this too. Sometimes when you're stopping, you feel uneasiness, right? Because that's when you're going really slow. Sometimes it works out. You can, the balance-wise, you can stop. Boop, nice and easy. Never have to worry about the friction zone. But sometimes if you feel like you're going to do this, the answer is to go back into the friction zone, but you're on that rear brake at the same time. You're using them against each other, right? So listen to how that sounds. Let's say 70% rear brake, 30% throttle, because we want to stop, right? And you'll hear as I demonstrate that my throttle is up. And when I put my foot down, that's when you hear my throttle go down. So I'm going to show you guys briefly what I want it to look like with the start and the stop. Listen to my engine. Also, your head and your eyes, straight ahead, all right? Don't be looking down, straight ahead. All right, make sure I'm in first gear, cover the rear brake. Preload, we don't need a lot. Slowly release the clutch as soon as I start to move, foot up, rear brake. You hear how my throttle is still up until I stop? Now, I don't have to do that every single time. Sometimes the balance is fine, but if I feel it, yeah, I'm gonna go back into the friction zone, use the rear brake at the same time. It doesn't mean your motorcycle is gonna be straight up, but it's gonna definitely make it feel more steady so that you're not like. Now keep in mind, even doing that, we're still human, we're on 2 wheels. Sometimes this is still gonna happen. It's not a big deal, okay? There's no perfect people out here on the motorcycle or anywhere else for that matter. Any questions? No. All right, saddle up. Come right here. Excellent. Right here. Good. Beautiful. One more time. His head and his eyes are straight ahead. All right, good. You can park over there. His head and his eyes were straight ahead the whole time. Throttle was smooth, taking off. Preload and keep it loaded. We're right here. Head and eyes straight ahead. Preload. Preload and keep it loaded. Stop. All right, remember, the second step is cover the rear brake. You didn't have the rear brake covered. Make sure you're in first gear, cover the rear brake. Preload, keep it loaded. Good. Slow down, stop. All right, remember, we're not putting that foot down until we're ready to stop. Come right here. Good, rear brake. Nice. Let's do that again. Very nice. Remember, nice and easy on the rear brake. It shouldn't be an abrupt stop. It should be a nice smooth stop. Right here. Beautiful. Okay, you can go park over there. That was beautiful. She doesn't look like she's scared of her motorcycle, and that's why it looks so good. All right, Reggie, right here. Actually, right here. Beautiful. Right here. Very nice. Right here. Very nice. He said, I'm not going for that front brake. I saw it. Right here. Good. One more time. Keep it loaded. All right, you can park. Good job. All right, guys. This is so important, too. This exercise is so important. When did you grab the front brake? I didn't see it.
Yeah, when you said the second time and I reached for it.
No, I said you went for it, but you didn't grab it.
Oh, okay.
But I appreciate the 10 push-ups. That's a disciplined V.I.Preloader. But no, you never grabbed it. Okay. That's why the motorcycle rolled a little further, because you made sure you got your balance first, and then you put your foot back up. Boom. That exercise is so important, guys. You guys, this is probably the best I've seen as a group it be done, right? Because you didn't look, none of you guys looked scared of your motorcycle. Jessica, right? Jennifer. Jen started out. She forgot the steps already. Step number 2, cover the rear brake. So she started out with her foot off the brake. But once we corrected that, every time she started, nice and smooth, kept it loaded. All your throttles are good. Beautiful, all right? And that's so important, especially as we progress. And you guys are gonna see everything we do today. That little simple exercise is so relevant. And you can practice it no matter where you are.
And I've learned that the throttle, I did a U-turn the other day, because he's always, he preaches it to me, keep it loaded, keep it loaded.
Mm-hmm.
You know, it's like become a staple in life now. And I taught myself, I let off the throttle and I almost dropped it. And I'm like, give it more throttle, keep it loaded, keep it loaded.
Keep it loaded. And let's not forget, keeping it loaded is fine, but if you're not in the friction zone enough, it's useless.
Yeah, yeah.
So, again, we're doing slow speed riding today. So keep in mind, power to the rear wheel is the only thing keeping it up. So whenever you feel like, uh-oh, that's what's going on. Okay, just give it some power to the rear wheel, keeping it loaded, go into the friction zone. And if you're in the friction zone and it's not, you still feel it falling, you go into the friction zone a little bit more. All right? Okay, moving on. Any questions on that? No. Moving on to exercise number 1. Now we're doing the same thing, but we're doing it from a distance. You guys are going to go all the way down here. I'm going to be down here. You're going to ride toward me, get up to second gear, downshift. Of course, initially you can brake with your front brake. And let's be clear, you can use your front brake for the most part. But right before you're going to stop your motorcycle, you should be transitioning from your front brake to your rear brake, because that's when you're starting to do some slow speed maneuvers. All right. And then when you stop, left foot down. Now, if you're at a light and you don't want to just keep your left foot down, you're riding 2 up and you want to put 2 feet down, that's fine. All right. I have to be clear about that. That's fine. But we're not stopping with 2 feet out like this, because that means you're grabbing the front brake the whole time. And then you're going to take off. Preload, the same thing we did, same steps. Make sure you're in first gear, blah, blah, blah. Preload the throttle, keep it loaded. Slowly release the clutch. As soon as it starts to move, pick the foot up. Now, I say all of the time we're going to slow dance, because dancing takes coordination. And that's pretty much what we're doing on the motorcycle. So a couple of times, by coordination, I mean sometimes you have to do a lot of things or a few things at the same time or at a certain time. So when you're coming to a stop, Jen, I think one time Jason too, you put your foot down before you were actually ready to stop. So we did this thing. All right, and that's fine. It happens. So remember, your foot stays on the footboard right until you're going to stop. Bing, nice and easy. Ideally, stuff's going to happen. Any questions? All right, guys. All right, guys, exercise number 1, starting and stopping. Did you get up to second gear? Yeah. Oh, that was smooth. All right, you can park right here, facing this way.
Right here?
Cover the rear brake. Keep it loaded. Now I'd prefer his throttle be a little bit higher. You heard a look. Play how we practice. saw the fingers come out here.
Yeah.
All right, you can park right here. Head and eye, straight ahead. Nice. Okay, again, she started with both her feet on the floor. Not gonna happen overnight. Nice, Jen, it's getting better. Park right here. Nice, nice steady preload. Doesn't have to be too high, that was nice. All right, we're gonna talk about it. All right, good, good. You said you're afraid of the sand? Don't be afraid of the sand, man. The sand, man. Don't be afraid of the sand, because the sand, any place you see it, we're not making sharp turns there, right? But this is another significance, we're gonna get to this, of head and eyes. People that don't look where they're turning first, like if I'm going to turn here and I look, I see there's sand there. So now I know I need to make this U-turn kind of straight up. Doesn't mean I can't make a turn here, I just gotta be straight up. But anyway, good job with this. See, this is why we have to practice this, you know, because, you know, it's gonna be times when, because we have to start and stop all the time, it's something I think that we should almost be perfection at, you know, because we do it all the time. But now we're doing it with the knowledge of knowing how to do it properly, okay? Jen, you did it again from down there. It was time for you to take off. I see 2 feet on the ground, and then I see 2 feet come up. So that means, once again, you didn't do step number 2, which is cover the rear brake. See, when I say we play how we practice, there's a few things that we do. Like Reggie, when you took off, your engine was like, cluck, cluck, cluck. If I ever hear cluck, 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 it's to me, it's too low. Because if it goes any lower, it's gonna stall. Yeah. So we almost want that sound, we want that sound to be a steady sound, not a cluck, cluck, cluck sound, right? And again, when we're going straight, no big deal, but we play how we practice. And if you don't catch it when you're going straight, who's to say you're gonna catch it when we start making turns? So that's what I mean when I say we do the same thing, the same way all the time, and then you don't have to think about it because that's the way you do it, all right? All right, next thing we're gonna do is the slow ride, exercise number 2. You guys are gonna start where you started from before, and then when I call you, you're gonna come and stop right where I am at. That's gonna be you practicing exercise number 1 again. And then I'm gonna say, are you ready? Yes. We're gonna go for a ride, a walk. I'm gonna walk. You're not gonna ride past my walking pace. The purpose of this exercise is to get you to ride your motorcycle at a slow speed. And anytime you feel uh-oh, instead of putting your foot down, give yourself some power by opening the clutch, because we're preloaded already. Now, there's more than one way to do this. You can do this by throttling your bike, pulling your clutch all the way in, and allowing momentum to do it. And anytime you start feeling uh-oh, just give it a little bit and then pull it back in. You can do it that way. Or keep it preloaded the whole time, keep it loaded, and just use the clutch in, out. Or keep everything open and just drag the rear brake the whole way. Not gonna be a far distance, so it's not a big deal. 3 ways of doing this, okay? I don't care how you do it. I just don't want you riding faster than I'm walking. You should not be able to ride in a straight line. If you can, you're going too fast. You should be. We're not doing the slow ride either. It doesn't have to be extreme, right? But that's later, all right? Any questions? All right, see you guys down there. So Jason said, him and his wife, they've ridden on enough gravel, so this should be easy. They do this all the time because they're riding on gravel. You're not gonna be flying on that. This skill is important. Good. Head and eye straight ahead. All right, ready? All right, let's do it. Good. Slow down. Good, 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 good. All right, you can park right there. Good job. Kind of heavy on that rear brake. Talking about Reggie, but we'll talk about that. You ready? Yeah. All right, let's do it. Good. You're good. Just open up that clutch. right, do it again. I'm gonna have him do it again. Okay, Jen's got one foot down now. Very good. There we go. Look at that smooth takeoff. Beautiful. Nice, Jen. Oh my gosh, beautiful. You ready? All right, let's do it. Head and eye, straight ahead. Preload. Good. Keep it loaded. Good. Good. Rear brake. Slow down, slow down, slow down. Keep it loaded. Good. Excellent, Jen. You can park. Excellent. Excellent. Oh, man, we got a ringer. We got a ringer. All right, don't put that foot down until you're ready to stop. You ready?
Yeah.
All right, let's do it. Keep it loaded, baby. Trust and believe. All right, you can park. We're going to work it out. We're going to work it out. So Jason said normally he's good at that. Like, as a matter of fact, before we started, Jason said, man, we do this all the time on gravel roads. So sometimes people come out here and they get a little nervous. So I noticed that, Jason, you have the majority of your foot on that rear brake. Try to just keep the tip of your foot on the rear brake so you're not, you know, applying more than you need to. And Reggie, remember, that's why we use that rear brake is so delicate. Think of it as a little baby's eyes, right? Nose. Nice and gentle. So you were kind of, no big deal. So at the end of the day, your bike shouldn't be pop blocking today, right? If it happens, that's fine, because sometimes it actually helps people, sometimes it'll help out the balance. Okay, but that exercise, oh my gosh, it's so important. And Jen, I'm looking at Jen, she's got 2 feet down. I'm like, oh, boy, here we go again. Nope. She picked up the other foot, the right foot, and when she took off, it couldn't have been more graceful. Nice and beautiful to stop. Nice and beautiful. The slow ride. Nice and beautiful. So kudos to you. That's so important because when people struggle with riding slow, we're only going straight. When we have to actually start making turns going slow, So the biggest issue is that people can't get over is this fear of falling. And it's the one thing that make people not even want to practice because of that fear of falling. So what I have to say to that is we don't have a choice. We have to get over that. So it's important that I say the feeling of falling never goes away, but we have to get rid of the fear. Now the fear doesn't go away all the way either because we're always going to feel falling and go, oh, but the way we react to it is what's going to change. We're not going to panic. We're not going to put our feet out. We're already listening to our engine. So sometimes when I'm out here riding, guys, if I'm out here practicing, I pay very little attention to my head and eyes, very little attention to my speed. The thing I concentrate on the most is my throttle. I concentrate on that sound because that's the only thing that's going to make me fall going very slow. Not enough power to that rear wheel. Okay? So with that being said, one of the things that's going to help us deal with the feeling of falling is the next exercise. Exercise number 3, trust and believe. Reggie, do you trust and believe that as long as there's sufficient power going to the rear wheel of the motorcycle that it's not going to fall?
Yes.
Jennifer, do you trust and believe that as long as there's sufficient power going to the rear wheel of that motorcycle, it's not going to fall?
Yes.
Jason, do you trust and believe that as long as there's sufficient power going to the rear wheel of your motorcycle, it's not going to fall?
Yes.
Okay. Now, a lot of people trust and believe that because they know the theory is, yes, I know that's going to happen. That's how a motorcycle works. But when we do it, there's one thing to know how to do something and another thing to execute it. But I want you, that's why it's called trust and believe. Right? I need you to really trust and believe that when you feel that, that's the answer. So trust and believe, 5 steps to this exercise. All right, give another shot at it. Jason, what's always step number 1 in everything we do?
First gear.
That's right. Make sure the motorcycle's in first gear. Step number 2, Jen.
Eyes ahead.
Step number 2, Jen, you've been the offender of it twice today.
Cover the rear
Yes, cover the rear brake. Step number 3, Reggie.
I believe the throttle.
Preload and keep it loaded. Right? Preload it and keep it loaded. Synonymous. Same thing. If you're saying throttle, we're in the same ballpark. All right. Now, in this case, step number 4, we're not slowly releasing the clutch into the friction zone. Now we're bringing the clutch right before the sweet spot. Right before you're in the friction zone. So you're not in the friction zone, you're right before it. And the reason you're right before it is step number 5, you're going to pick up your left foot while the motorcycle is standing still. All right? And when I say standing still, I don't want that motorcycle moving a millimeter. If you're moving, I'm going to say, you're moving. Just stop. Just stop. Don't keep moving. Now, step number 2, cover the rear brake, is very significant because when you pick up your foot and you feel the motorcycle start to fall, and that's the key, you have to feel it falling. Don't pick up your foot and then just open the clutch, because then you never felt it. It defeats the purpose of this exercise. The purpose of this exercise is to transform your brain to associate falling with this to this. Just opening up your hand. That's what we're trying to get to. Because it's the only thing we have to do because we're keeping it loaded. There's power already there. Okay? All right. The reason you're covering that rear brake is, in the past when we did this, people would do this. And I don't want that. The goal is for you to always be in control of your motorcycle. So, as soon as your motorcycle straightens up, rear brake, I want you to come to a stop. Nice and easy. Nothing out of control. All right? All day today, too, when you're coming to a stop, especially if it's after a turn, don't stop with your handlebars turned. Make sure you always straighten out your handlebars and stop. Because when you do that, it makes the motorcycle want to fall. A lot of the times, in exercise number 4, people panic. The handlebars are turned. They panic. They grab the front brake. Now, everything's going to the front. It's going to fall. Okay? Or the odds are it's going to fall. All right. Any questions? All right, I'm going to demonstrate it for you. And again, don't count the 5 Mississippi. As soon as you feel it falling, clutch, stop. And I'm going to do it right in front of you. I'm not worried about running into the tent and hurting somebody because I'm in control. My rear brake. And I don't need to be very high in my RPMs. You never really need to be very high. Just high enough. First gear. Cover the rear brake, Jennifer. Reload. Keep it loaded. Find my sweet spot. There it is. So I'm right before it. Pick up my foot. See, now right there, I don't know if you saw, I picked up my foot, not in a gentle way. I picked it up abruptly. And it threw my motorcycle to the right. That's why right away I had to go into the, open up my hand. But the point is, I felt, right away, I dealt with it. Rear brake. That's it. Jen looks excited, so I think she should go first. Now I'm going to watch them pull up. We're doing everything the same thing, the same way. Cover the rear brake. Keep it loaded. Now I do this purposely because I want them to already start making turns, navigating. All right, Jen, you need to be facing this way. Just go around and come back. No big deal. Nice, nice smooth takeoff. See, we're always doing that. Always, there's no way around it. You have to start and you have to stop. So if it's something you have to do, you may as well be good at it, right? You may as well feel confident about it. And you may as well be comfortable doing it. Jen's looking good. I'm looking at her U-turn. So this is gonna be good today. Good, keep it loaded, keep it loaded. Nice. All right, first gear. Cover the rear brake. Preload and keep it there. Keep it right there, clutch right before the sweet spot. Right before the sweet spot. Where's your friction zone at? All right, yours is early. And then when you're ready, pick up that foot. Keep it loaded. Keep it loaded. Oh, you're moving. Pick up that foot. Open up the clutch. You're good, you're good, you're good. Keep it loaded, don't let it go down. Use that rear brake to make sure you don't move. Move. Give me some more preload, it's too low. Good, keep it right there. Pick up that foot, keep it loaded, it's going down. Keep it loaded, it's going down. You're in the friction zone. There we go, that's what I want to hear. Keep it like that. Pick up your foot. Keep it loaded, let it out, let it out, let it out, let it out. Come to a stop. Nice, Jen, nice. No. Let's let the husband come. All right. First gear, yes. Cover the rear brake. Preload and keep it loaded. Give me more. Keep it right there. Good. Pick up that foot. Trust and believe. Let it out. Oh, you had it. Keep it loaded. No, don't move. Let it out. Oh, you had it. Trust and believe, Jason.
Stay there.
Good. Keep the preload right there. Head and eyes straight ahead. Look at my camera. Don't move. You're moving. Good. Let it out. Nice and easy. Oh, you had it. Oh, you had it. It was perfect. Pick up that foot. Let it out of the clutch, let it out, nice and easy, come to a stop. Nice! Do it again. Trust and believe, Jason. Keep it loaded. Let it out. One more time. Let it out, let it out. Let it out, let it out. All right, go ahead, you can park. Jen, you're going again. You're going again. All right, see how you stopped? We don't want to stop turn.
Yeah, I gotta stop doing that.
And you will definitely benefit from some higher handlebars. Oh, definitely. And once we start making turns, you're going to see it's a liberating feeling, not ridiculously high, just high enough so that you can turn with your elbows like this, not like this. All right. First gear, yes. Cover the rear brake. I see we got some religion going on. Very good. Preload, keep it loaded. Clutch right before the sweet spot. All right, do that again. This time I want it didn't fall at all. You just picked up your foot and went.
Okay.
I want you to feel it a little bit, not a lot. There we go. Keep it loaded. Woo! She thought she was done. No. Because I want her to roll up here again to this spot. Straighten out. Remember, we stop with the handlebar straight. Very good. All right, let's do that again. Head and eyes straight ahead. Preload. Good. Keep it loaded. Now, I also noticed that you're going in the friction zone. I see your motorcycle going like this because you're holding it with the rear brake.
Right.
Don't be in the friction zone until you're getting ready to go. Preload. More. Give me more preload. Keep it right there. Pick up that foot. Pick it up. Trust and believe. Trust and believe, Jen. It's going to be all right. All right, let it up. Easy. Remember, when you pick up your foot, you don't have to jerk it up. Just pick it up nice and easy. Everything we do is nice and smooth. Nothing to worry about. Plus, I got my hand on the back of your motorcycle. It's not going anywhere. Preload. Good. Keep it right there. Head and eye straight ahead. Pick up that foot. Keep it loaded. Pick up that foot. Keep it loaded. Pick it up. Let it out. You're good. Don't worry about it. Keep it loaded. Give me some more. All right, good. Keep it right there. Pick up that foot. Keep it loaded. Keep it loaded. Keep it loaded. Keep it loaded. Trust and believe. Open up the hand. You're good. Don't worry about it. Pick up your foot. I'm holding the bike. Don't worry about it. Pick up your foot. Let it out. Let it out. Let it out. Let it out. Come to a stop. Nice, Jen. ahead. Make sure you straighten out. All right. Trust and believe, Jason. Trust and believe. I got my hand on your bike, so don't worry about it. Let it out. Let it out. Oh, that was it. Perfect. Trust and believe. Just open up that clutch. You're going to be fine. Don't move. Let it out. Let it out. Let it out. Nice. Now remember, you don't want to do too much rear brake.
Right.
But that was excellent. All right, let's do that again. Copy and paste. Nope, don't move. That's good. There we go. Let it out. Oh, you had it. That was perfect. One more time. All right, let's do this. Go ahead. Preload. Pick up your foot. I got the bike. Don't worry about it. Pick up your foot. Pick it up. Trust and believe. I got it. There we go. All right, let's do it again. I got the bike. Don't worry about it. Pick up your foot. Trust and believe. Let it out. Let it out. Let it out. So what you're doing is even when you let it out, you're still holding the rear brake. All right, you're good. Straighten out before you stop. What's your wife's name again?
Yolanda.
Yolanda called the labor department for unsavory work conditions. She's got no AC. All right, ready? Let's do it again. Nice and easy. It's supposed to come to a stop.
Okay. I'll come back.
All right, let's do it again. All right, that's another 10.
No.
Actually, you already did them, so you don't have to do them.
Okay.
All right.
Ready?
Preload. Pick up that foot. Let it out, nice and easy. Stop. All right, very good. Or good, I should say. All right, you're good. No, you're good.
Okay.
All right, guys, exercise number 4, rights and lefts from a stop. So in case you guys didn't know, I don't do anything just to be doing it. Everything has a purpose, right? These exercises, they all build on one another, right? So when we were doing exercise number 3, I purposely tell you guys to park there because I know when we do this next exercise, I'm gonna have you pull your motorcycle. That's the first time I'm introducing you riding slow and making turns before we even get to the turning exercises. And when Jen first pulled up, Jen was making her own course. I don't know where the hell Jen was going, but she was facing that way. And I said, all right, Jen, come here. So I told her, let's go down here, you know. But when I said earlier, we practice to increase our options, people that don't have training, when they get to something like that, where one of us would go, oh, okay, and just make that slow turn, which is what this is, and stop right here. For the average motorcycle rider, they're gonna say, it's not even gonna cross their mind to do that, unless they do it duck walking the motorcycle. So they're gonna go all the way around. That's why most motorcycle riders hate the gas station. The gas station is preloader nation as far as I'm concerned, because it's slow riding, it's tight turns. Either you're walking it or you're riding it. It's one of the two, all right? But what I definitely like to see is when you guys wrote down here, led by Jason, slow. Well, listen, this is what we're doing here today. We're living in the friction zone. And I have a lot of people, some are struggling. And then when they go from one exercise to the other, 35 miles an hour.
Because this right here is only like, what, 2%?
That's it.
Of the riders that
Yeah.
actually...
Absolutely, are proficient.
I think anybody can just go...
That's right.
But it's the stopping and the...
So that's why I like to see that even in between, you guys are still practicing. We're always practicing. Okay, exercise number 4. This is right turns, left turns from a stop. And not to get in...
Publix parking lot yesterday.
Exactly. Not to get into your head, but this has the highest failure rate. And that's because, again, we're talking about that 1 to 10 miles per hour, but now we're introducing a turn. Now, I want you guys to keep in mind what we did, the first thing we did, the starting and the stopping. That's very relevant here. That's why I didn't want you to take off too fast. When we don't feel comfortable as motorcycle riders, we introduce speed. Speed makes us feel better because now the motorcycle's taking over. But remember, we don't need speed, we just need power to the rear wheel. When you did exercise number 2, I wanted you to go nice and slow. So you're doing the same thing here when we do it from a stop. The first time you do this, I'm just gonna have you roll through without stopping because I want you to see there's a huge difference between doing it moving versus a stop. But when we do it from a stop, you're doing the same thing you did when we first got here. take off nice and easy. Only difference now is we're going to be turning, and now you're doing exercise number 2 with the handlebars turned, all right? 8 steps to this exercise. What's always step number 1?
Step number 1, oh, first gear.
That's right. Make sure the motorcycle's in first gear. Always, always, always. Jan, step number 2, always.
Cover the brake.
That's right. Cover the rear brake. Very relevant in this exercise. Step number 3.
Preload and keep it loaded.
And keep it loaded. All right. Step number 4, clutch right before the sweet spot, right before it. Step number 5, see my tint? Head and eyes. I want you to look at, now forget about my tint, because I'm going to have the camera over here. I want you to look at my camera. I used to keep the camera right here, but A, I want you to look at it, but B, when you go back home and watch this, I want you to see yourself making this turn. The goal is to have your motorcycle kind of in the middle of this lane. That's the goal. Now, if you're a little bit over here, that's fine. If you're all the way over here, it's still fine, but it just means that's showing you need to work on it. I want you to envision this is a double yellow line. We got Jason driving the tractor trailer coming in this direction. He nodded off a little bit, so he might be right on this line. So we don't want to be right on the line on our motorcycle. We want to be right here, right? And the only way you're going to be right here is if you watch your speed, all right? And when you guys make this turn, I don't want you leaning your motorcycle through the turn. I want you to keep the motorcycle straight up. Straight up is showing me you're in full control. If you lean the motorcycle, that shows me that you have speed behind you, which means you're letting the motorcycle take over some of the responsibility, all right? Step number 6, slowly release the clutch into the friction zone. Remember, you're covering the rear brake. Step number 7, as soon as your motorcycle starts to move, pick up your left foot. And then step number 8 is just turn the handlebars, right? Now remember, when you first take off, sometimes people take off, they pick up their foot too quick, and then the bike is going this way. Head and eyes, handlebars, pick up your foot. We're not doing exercise number 3. Once it starts to move, pick up your foot, head and eyes. Use the rear brake right from the start, because sometimes people take off too fast, all right? And they don't like the way that feels. Remember, speed's going to straighten out your handlebars too, all right? So I'm going to run right through it. That's what I want you to do, straight up. Not the second time. When I tell you, then you're going to come to a stop. Now, I stop right here at the line. If I put my wheel on this line, there's plenty of room for me to still come straight a little bit and make this turn. No lean. 3 things determine the radius of our turn. One of them is, what determines the radius of our turn? It's 3 things. What's one of them? How much you turn your handlebars. Well, let me say it this way. Speed. We'll say that one's first. That's always going to determine the radius of your turn. If you're going too fast, your turns are going to be wider. No ifs, ands, or buts about that. Speed straightens our handlebars out. You can't do a full lock turn at 20 miles an hour, right? You can't. All right. And I also said handlebars. Obviously, the further you turn your handlebars, the tighter it's going to be. And lastly, lean. So if you want to make a 17-foot U-turn, now you have to do everything to the extreme. You have to lean the motorcycle all the way, lock the handlebars, and be going very slow, right? We're not doing that because that's not necessary, or it's not necessary. I'm not going to say we're not doing it. I'm just going to say it's not necessary. If you want to do it, knock yourself out, all right? Okay, so if you're not comfortable stopping here, because again, I forgot to say this to you guys, this is not a competition out here. And this is not about anything concerning a competition. It's just to raise your confidence. That's why my cones are not tight, where you don't have any escape. I do want you to feel a confinement of the cones, but I don't want you to feel claustrophobic. There's always a way out, even if it's through the cone. So I can't believe I didn't say this. These cones, there's no problem running these cones over. They're not the real big cones. It's not going to make your motorcycle crash unless you're in an extreme lean and you run it over, right? Which we're not worrying about today. But I don't want you staring at my cones, all right? Head and eyes, look this way, and if we're going that way, look that way. And I need you to be consistent. So if I say head and eyes, look at my camera, keep looking at it. Don't look at the camera, look down, look at the camera, look down. Trust and believe. I know it doesn't feel comfortable, all right? If you don't feel comfortable here, you can start back here, not a competition. If you don't feel comfortable being in the middle, you can come over here. But the more you practice this, the more you're going to see you don't need to be over here, you don't need to be back here, you're fine. And that's why I say we don't need cones to practice. Practice is a state of mind. So every time you leave your house, I don't know how it's situated, but with mine, I come down my driveway, and at the end of my driveway, that's the curb. That's exercise number 4 for me if I want to practice it. So if I tell myself I want to practice my right turn from a stop, every time I practice that, good and you? If the first time I practice that, I'm almost in my neighbor's yard, And as much as I practice and practice, and now I'm realizing I'm right here, that's progress. And now I know any place else I ride, I already know I can do that because I do it every time I leave the house. All right? And then lastly, I'm going to have you guys stop and then stop over there too, because I need you to be in control all the time. Any questions? All right. First time, straight through. Very nice. Exercise number 1. And then last, you're going to come to a stop. Right in the middle. Any questions? Just go straight through. So you're looking at my cones already. Shut it off. I got it. Oh, you gonna try that one? No.
I was, I've been trying.
Oh, you got the extended thing on it. So what happened there?
No power to the rear wheel.
No power to the rear wheel. I said something to him, made him laugh, pulled the clutch in, that was it. Because as he's pulling up, he's already molesting my cones with his eyes before we even start. So head and eyes. Now I'm not saying you can't glance at them, but before you make your turn, look at my camera. You know what? So right now, just ride through the cones because I don't want you to do it from a stop yet. I just want you to go right through. So just ride right through. All right, go straight through, Jen. Don't stop. Head and eyes. Keep it loaded, keep it loaded. Rear brake. Nice, nice, Jen. Straight through. Straight through. Yeah, don't stop. Straight through, Jen. Good, good. Keep it loaded. Head and eyes. Rear brake. Keep it loaded. Keep it loaded. Excellent, Jen. Excellent. Straight through. Don't lean. Don't lean. No lean. Straight up. See, you gotta lean because you're going too fast. You gotta slow down. Straight through, Jason. Straight through. Rear brake, rear brake, rear brake. All right, all right. Same thing. Good. See the speed she's going? That's the speed you need to be going. Good. Keep it loaded. Good, good. Rear brake, rear brake. Good. That's why she can stay straight up because she's going slow. See the speed she's going? That's what you need to do. Yep, just like that. Rear brake, rear brake. Keep it loaded, keep it loaded, keep it loaded. All right, see at the end, he felt, uh-oh, speed. Straight through. Slow down, slow down, slow down. All right. Wherever you want to stop. You can stop here, you can stop there. Do doing very good. Nothing changes. Head and eyes. Look at my camera. Good. Keep it loaded. Keep it loaded. Rear brake. Woo! Oh, beautiful. All right, remember that foot goes down when you're ready to stop. Don't put it down and walk it. All right, head and eyes. Keep it loaded. Ow. All right. Remember, we got to keep it loaded. Use the rear brake. Don't use too much of it. All right, let's do it. Keep it loaded. Head and eyes. Good. Keep your throttle right there. Right there. Rear brake. Rear brake. Rear brake. Rear brake. Nice. All right, stop. Shut it off. All right. Jason, is your motorcycle in neutral? Is your bike in neutral?
Not now.
Oh, okay. Because I saw him putting it in neutral. I'm like, why is he putting his bike in neutral? All right. I want you guys to, I hate to do this to you, but I want you guys to watch Jen do this exercise. The speed that she's going is the perfect speed. That's why she can keep her motorcycle straight up. Both of you guys are going too fast, and that's why you're introducing lean in your speed, because at that speed, you have to lean. Otherwise, you're not going to make it. Now, I forgot to say this, so I'm going to say it. I don't care if you hit the cones. Just don't put your foot down. All right? We're going to focus on one thing at a time. So if you feel, uh-oh, and you open up your clutch, and that straightens you out, and you hit the cones, I don't care. At least you didn't put your foot down. We can work on the other thing later. All right? Now, I know when you start out, that's what I meant when I told you. It's way different when you start out from a stop. But it really isn't. It's all mental. If you think about what we did over there, Reggie, you were a champ over there. I mean, you looked so comfortable. This is the same thing. All you're doing is turning the handlebars. And keep this in mind, your motorcycle is more steady with the handlebars turned than it is going straight. And what I mean by that is when you see me making these turns, sometimes I can stay like this. I can't do that with the handlebars straight. When you turn your handlebars, it almost creates like a tripod effect, right? And that's why anytime you see anybody doing that, they're turning the handlebars like this. They're not going to stay like this because it's going to fall over. So I want you to trust and believe. This is what I mean, all of this stuff. When you get into this turn, I know, Reggie, you got right here. You didn't like the way that felt. Hand up. Speed. Remember, we don't need speed. We just need power. You give power to that rear wheel. We use the rear brake at the same time. You can stay straight up. All right, no pressure, Jen, but it's all on you now. Show them how it's done. Good. Preload. Good. Head and eyes. Look at my camera. Keep it loaded. Keep it loaded. Good. Good, good, good. Woo! That's what I'm talking about. Now at first she was like, uh-oh, she put her foot down, no big deal. Because the scariest part of the turn, she still did. That speed you were pulling up on, perfect. You do it at that speed. Keep it loaded, good. Look at my camera. Now right there, he did an exercise number 3 thing. So he made that scarier than it has to be. And because he lifts up his foot abruptly, that's what made the motorcycle feel unsteady. Remember, if we do anything herky-jerky, the motorcycle's going to show you, I don't like that. And you're not going to like it either. All right, preload. Good, head and eyes. Remember, we're not doing exercise number 3. So you're not picking up your foot when it's not moving. As soon as it starts to move, then you pick up your foot. Keep that throttle up. Keep it right there. Good, good, good. Actually, very nice. Shut it off. Pull right here. Reggie's off camera, duck walking. All right. So I'm not, Reggie messing with me now. Off camera, duck walking. All right. So what you did that time, Reggie, is, this is what we talked about. You're so like, oh crap, oh crap, oh crap, that you picked your foot up like this. As soon as you do that, remember, nothing herky-jerky. It's not going to like it. And that threw you off balance right from the start. Jason kind of did the same thing. We're not doing exercise number 3. Remember, exercise step number 6 is slowly release the clutch into the friction zone. And 7 is as soon as it starts to move, pick up. As soon as it starts to move, pick up your foot. Now that doesn't mean your foot's going to stay on the ground until it's behind you. But once you feel it starting to move, you pick up your foot. Nice and easy. Once you pick up your foot, you already got the power, so you don't have to worry about anything. Everything's going to be fine. Trust and believe. All right? The speed was much better, though. Much better. All right, one more time from a stop, and then we're going to do it from a stop, and then I'm going to have you stop over here, too. All right, let's do it. Good, head and eyes. Good, 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 good. Woo! That's what I'm talking about. A BPM might be 200, but that's great. All right. Good, good. Don't lean, don't lean. All right, too much speed, too much speed, too much speed. All right, nice and easy. Trust and believe. Head and eyes, good. Good, good, good. There we go. Shut it off. Why'd it drop?
Still going
Not
too
enough
fast.
power.
That's it. You said, oh crap, pull that clutch in. I want you to go, oh crap, and open your hand, not close it. But that's the reaction. Everything clench. All right. This time you're going to stop here, and then you're going to stop over here. And again, guys, good. Keep it right there. Good. Head and eyes. Keep it loaded. Keep it loaded. Rear brake. Rear brake. Come to a stop. Straighten out. Make sure you straighten out before you come to a stop. Beautiful. Look where you are. Beautiful. Oh my gosh. Sometimes I get surprised out here, and that's definitely happening today. Nice. Very nice. Now remember, this is meant to get you to show you what you need to practice on. Keep it loaded, keep it loaded. We're not working miracles out here. Everything's not going to happen in a day. That's not to say it can't, but we all learn differently. Like me, I've learned to stop standing in the area where I can get hit by a motorcycle. Good, keep it loaded, keep it loaded. Keep it loaded, keep it loaded. Throttle out of that, baby, throttle out of that. So right now, Jason's dealing with that feeling of falling. One more time to a stop. Now watch Jen here. Right from the takeoff. See how smooth the takeoff is? Foot comes up. Head and eyes! And stop. Straighten out first. Woo! Woo! Oh my gosh! All right, shut it off. Okay, so what's going on with both of yous is you're dealing right now with the feeling of falling, and you don't like the way it feels at all, right? And the way you're dealing with it is you're going speed, you're pulling your clutch in. So you're actually making it scarier by leaning the motorcycle, right? But at the same time, it's not, because you have speed behind it. If you watch Jennifer, right from the takeoff, everything is perfect. She starts moving, foot comes up nice and easy, and that's going to allow her to be straight up. She's keeping power to the rear wheel, turning the handlebars. Even if she's doing this a little bit, it doesn't matter. Remember, anytime you see me making a turn and I'm going really slow, every time you see me move the motorcycle up, that was me feeling it's going to fall. Notice I didn't have to do a lot. All I had to do was give it a little bit, and that straightened it out that quick. So I need you to trust and believe that when you feel that uh-oh moment, just go back into the friction zone. You're on the rear brake. Remember, don't use too much rear brake, because if you use too much rear brake, it doesn't matter if you're providing power, it's not going to go anywhere. It's still going to fall. We're dragging the rear brake nice and easy. Very little pressure is needed. You don't need a lot. Now, if you see you accelerate it too fast, yeah, you might need to apply more. That's part of being the boss of your motorcycle, knowing what to do, when to do it, and how to do it. Situation's always going to dictate what needs to be done, right? Okay, so we're going to do this one more time, making the turn, coming to a stop, and then we're going to go to the right turns. I know you guys that's your strong side. That's what I heard. I heard it through the grapevine. Now, Reggie, you're feeling brave. You came all the way to the line, so that's good. Keep it loaded, keep it loaded, keep it loaded. Already, way better, way better. But remember, why did that almost fall?
Because
No, it almost fell because you're stopping like this.
Yeah.
But other than that, look where your motorcycle is. I know I said that's the last time, but a broken clock is right twice a day. Do that again. And you did it from right there. Right. Now you mess with me. All right, trust and believe, buddy. Good, good, good. Keep up. There, okay, okay.
And then drop.
All right, that's right, that's right. Nice. Head and eyes, good. Good, 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 good. It's okay. She's so comfortable on that motorcycle when it first takes off. That's the part that most people have an issue with. She's rocking it. Keep it loaded, keep it loaded. I want to hear that loaded the whole time. Straight through. Beautiful. Oh man, it's just perfect. Don't lean, don't lean. All right, working it out. Jason, that's 10 push-ups. Okay, so Jason, the reason why you're finding it difficult to make this turn is you're going too fast. So right there, you started to turn too early, then you hit this cone. I forgot to tell you guys, I know I don't have high cones, but I want you to treat these cones like poles. If your saddlebag goes over it, you hit it. All right? Let's do it again, straight through, nice and easy. Reggie, good job. You worked that out. You were going too fast. You slowed down right on the... Working it out. Oh, it's all coming together. All right, straight through, Jen. Look how smooth that takeoff is. Head and eyes. You're not looking at my camera, you're looking at the cones. That's why you went for it. Good, good. He was looking right at my camera the whole time too. Good, look at the camera, you're looking down at my cones. Good, 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 good. There you go, look at that camera, say cheese. Good, 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 very good. Head and eyes, look at the camera. All right, do it from a stop. Unless you want to come closer, it's up to you.
I'll try that in a minute.
Okay. You're doing excellent. Good. Head and eyes. Look at my camera. Keep looking at it. Keep looking at it. Brake, brake, brake. Nice. A little too much speed. That's why she's wide, but she's still good. Within the exercise, no feet down. All right, your head and your eyes are good, Reggie. Keep that up. Good. Rear brake, rear brake, rear brake. Easy on that rear brake. Easy. See what I mean? If you jerk at that rear brake, your motorcycle's going to say, and then you're not going to like it either. That's what happened there. Good. Look at the camera. Look at the camera. Slow down. Rear brake. There we go. Right there. He turned those handlebars. Oh, the takeoffs are so smooth, Jen. Look at the camera. All right, she turned a little too early, too much speed. Nice, nice stop. Good. Okay, okay, back up. Preload, keep it loaded. Keep it loaded. All right. Good, head and eyes. Rear brake, rear brake. Too much speed. So his brakes squeak, so I can hear when he's using them. And right there, if he was using it, not enough. Good, 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 good. Keep it loaded. Excellent. There we go. Look at the difference when she slows down. Big difference. All right, nice and easy on that rear brake. Good, head and eyes, head and eyes. Keep it loaded, keep it loaded. You almost stalled out there. Rear brake, rear brake, rear brake. Gotta turn those bars, baby, gotta turn the bars. 3 things determine the radius of the turn. Come to a stop. Reggie duck walking again. Nice, nice. Straighten out. Woo! That's what I'm talking about. Ah, it's beautiful. Look at the takeoff. Everything is smooth. Nice and easy. Good, good. Keep it loaded, keep it loaded. Outstanding. We got to turn those bars, Jason. Easy on that rear brake. Good. Keep it loaded. Keep it loaded. Rear brake, rear brake, rear brake, rear brake. All right. Working it out. Do that again, Jen. Oh, that was beautiful. Head and eyes. Turn them, good. Rear brake, straighten out. Yeah, see, make sure you straighten out. Good job. You can go take a break. Nice, nice, nice. Straighten out. That's the best one today. 10 push-ups. Okay. Do it again, man.
I got you.
All right, head and eyes. Good, good, good. Ah, too much speed, too much speed. Turned early, too.
I normally don't touch this front brakes.
Well, you're going to be doing this tonight.
Yeah.
All right. Keep it loaded, keep it loaded, keep it loaded. Too much speed, too much speed. See what happened? He jammed that rear brake. Almost put him right down. Keep it loaded. All right, last time. Last time. Nice, nice, nice. Last time, Jason. You can go take a break. Good. Slow down, slow down, slow down. Keep it loaded, keep it loaded. Woo! That's what I'm talking about. And I like it because he put his foot out, but didn't put it down. All right, we're going to move on to exercise number 5, single serpentine. All right, guys, exercise number 5, single serpentine. Good. That's good. Keep your head and your eyes straight ahead. You're looking at the cones. Too much speed. And you're looking at the cones. You knock the cone down. Jen is looking at my cones too. Better, better. Go out wider. Not going out wide enough. All right, get those cones. Get those cones. Good. All right, head and eye, straight ahead. Good, go out wide. Good. Nice. Too much speed, too much speed. My phone's already shutting off, it's getting hot. Nice. Good. Good, Jen. Good. Oh, beautiful. Very nice. She's rocking it. There you go. Still too much speed. Too much speed. Use that rear brake. Too much speed. Very nice. Outstanding. You can take a break. That's excellent. Slow down, Jason. Too much speed. Too much speed. Too much speed, Jason. Too much speed. Use that rear brake. Nice. Not bad, man. Not bad. Slow down, slow down. Too much speed. You gotta go a little slow. Go out wider, go out wider. If he goes out wider, it's gonna force him to slow down. Oh, much better, much better. All right, you can take a break. You can take a break. I got that cone. Nice and wide. Slow down. Use the rear brake. Too much speed. Too much speed. All right. Take a break. All right, guys, we're going to move on to exercise number 6, the infamous U-turn. Got to lean those motor parts. Guys, before we start exercise number 6, the infamous U-turn, I had to share this with you. So you guys know I've been saying for the longest that my right turns are not as strong as my left turns. And it's been like that since I've been riding a motorcycle, since 2001. And I told myself, you know what, it's always going to be like that. So the positive side of that for me was I'm never going to be able to be complacent making the right turn or get lazy. I got to concentrate extra, right? Right? Okay. So what I'm about to tell you blew my mind, and I'm still blowing my mind. My right turns on Angel are now better than my left turns. Way better. My right turns on Angel are now better than my left turns. Way better. And that's blowing my mind because when I tell you guys, I said to myself, this was going to be it forever. So you might be asking, well, what the hell? What happened? I'm going to tell you what happened. These Factory 47 handlebars that I have on Angel, whatever it is about those handlebars, and this Saddleman seat, San Diego Custom Saddleman seat, when I scoot up on it, oh my God, my right turns feel so comfortable. I mean, again, this is what I mean when I say the controls on your motorcycle, the handlebars, the seat, the rear brake, all of these things are important as far as these slow speed maneuvers and you being comfortable. So I'm gonna do some right turns in this 18-foot box. And I want you to see how comfortable I look now. If you can't see it, I feel it definitely. They actually feel more comfortable than my left turns, which is blowing my mind. It feels so comfortable, it's crazy. And it's these handlebars, I know it. Just crazy. Oh, can't figure this stuff out, but guys, that's why I say practice, 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 and make sure that the equipment you have on your motorcycle is comfortable for you. Yeah, it feels better than my left turns. Nice. Most of the stuff you can practice anyway. I don't want you practicing trust and believe in traffic. You know what I mean? All right, guys, exercise number 6, the infamous U-turn, right? Now, as far as that single serpentine, yeah, Jason he wants to go fast, man. He wants to go fast. Got to slow that motorcycle down so that you can dip it and dive it. Now, Reggie, you started out like that, molesting every cone as you went down. Jason, too, looking at every cone. But as soon as you, Reggie, as soon as you picked your eyes up, Oh man, fluidity. That's what we're looking for, fluidity. Reggie was making a right turn in exercise number 4, and he had an uh-oh moment, and he jammed that rear brake. That bike's hit. It almost went right down, but it didn't. Another example of what I say, if you do something herky-jerky, your bike's going to react herky-jerky, right? And nobody's going to like that, the way that feels. Okay, so in this exercise, same thing, guys. I want your RPMs up. So again, if I say, all right, Jen, go ahead. She's going to get her RPMs up because we start the same way all the time, like we talked about 10 degrees ago, right? And wherever her RPM is, wherever your throttle is, that's where I want it to stay. On the approach, head and eyes, handlebars, still holding it until you're done with that U-turn, right? Now, this is 27 feet wide. If anybody wants to challenge themselves, this is the 18-foot box. If you're not interested in this box, which you don't need to be because it's not necessary, don't worry about it. Just go past it. Come towards this cone. Now, don't rip yourself off. Use all of the space that you have. If you start from here and you're just making it, that means that I want you to know you're making like a 24-foot U-turn, so that's fine. But bring your wheel all the way over here. Head and eyes, look at my camera. Consistently look at it. All right, don't look over here. Look at the camera. When you turn your handlebars, consistently keep them turned. So we're doing 3 things consistently. We're keeping it loaded. That's consistently holding the throttle. We're staying in the friction zone. We're keeping our head and our eyes on this. And we're keeping the handlebars turned. When you're doing this, you're just widening the turn. Right? So the first time you guys go through, I just want you to make a left U-turn. Nice and easy. Watch your speed. If you're going too fast, it's going to be hard to turn. Now, nothing in here is extreme. You don't have to lean a lot. There's no board scraping here. You don't have to fully lock your handlebars. But what I don't want you making a momentum U-turn in here. You're going fast and you just like swoop through it. No. Like I said, the friction zone should be pulling you through this U-turn. All right? Shouldn't be coasting through it. And when I tell you, you guys are going to stop at this line and then you're going to make a U-turn. Then when I tell you, you're going to stop at that line, make a U-turn and stop right here. And then we're going to do the same thing on the right side. All right? So, listen to my throttle. It's going to stay the same, or pretty much the same the whole time. That's where it is. That's where I'm going to keep it. Head and eyes. And when I tell you to do it from a stop, exercise number 1, head and eyes. And then last, you're going to stop and then stop. But you're going to be out there. All right, that's it. This is why I prefer that your RPMs be a little bit elevated. Because, again, we're human. So if it fluctuates down, but it was already a little high, you're still good. If they're low and it fluctuates down, that's when you run into problems of stalling. All right, Jen. Show them how it's done. Good. Head and eyes, look at my camera, look at my camera. Very nice and smooth. Nice and smooth, but I want you to go over some more. That was nice and smooth. Don't stop. Head and eyes, look at my camera. Too much speed, too much speed. Straight through. Head and eyes, look at my camera. Good, good. Very nice, Jen. Sarge, what are we doing? Nobody stopped here but you.
Oh, I thought you wanted to stop.
Come on, Sarge. Cover that rear brake. Keep it loaded, keep it loaded. I hear chug-a-lug. I don't want to hear chug-a-lug. Straight through. Chug-a-lug means it's too low. Good, 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 good. Too much speed. Right there, he picked up a boost of speed and then pushed him out. Good, head and eyes. Good, keep it loaded, keep it loaded. Excellent, Jen. Woo! Keep it loaded, keep it loaded. It's too low. Gotta get that throttle up. You hear it chug-a-lugging. All right, it's getting better. Now he started that turn from right here. Hey, Jason. Jason, you're starting your turn from where I'm standing when you should be over here. But already, that's getting better. That's already getting better. I also saw you put your foot out, but you didn't put it down. I love to see that. That's you fighting that instinct and winning that battle. All right? All right, now we're going to do it from a stop. Good. Preload. Keep it loaded. Preload. Preload. Good. Head and eyes. Look at my camera. Nice. She's got this down pat, baby. All right, don't put that foot down until you're ready to stop. Head and eyes. Look at my camera. Good. Slow down. Slow down. Slow down. There we go. Come to a stop right there at the line. Head and eyes. Look at the camera. Hey Jason, 3 things determine the radius of our turn. What are they? Speed. Turn. How much you turn the handlebars. How much you lean the motorcycle. Right? So what's missing with you in this U-turn?
Not leaning.
That's right. You got to lean that motorcycle some more. Your speed's not bad now, but if you don't lean it, and you're not turning the handlebars a lot. So it's one of 2 things. Either turn the handlebars more or lean more. I'd like to see both. Let's try it again. When I want you to do it from a stop again. Same with you. Jason, I just want you to go straight through. Don't stop. Nice stop. Everything is smooth with Jen. Everything. Good. Good. Keep it loaded. Head and eyes. Look at my camera. Head and eyes. Nice. All right, right now, Sarge, you're line to line.
Okay.
You don't need to be line to line, and if you're going to motor school, you don't want to be line to line. So we got to tighten this turn up. That means less speed, more handlebar turn, and more lean. Head and eyes, look at that camera. That throttle's too low. Straight through, Jason. Shut it off. Very good. So, before you leave, dismount. So, when he made that turn, he's coming up, right? And then you started your turn right here. So if you start your turn like this, you're losing space.
Yeah.
So because he's losing all of that space, then he sees, oh crap, now I have to lean. Now when Jen makes her U-turns, Jen starts out kind of straight up. Jen doesn't really commit to the lean until about right here, right? And then she makes the turn. Beautiful. Now imagine if she, same with you, Reg, if you start that lean right away, how much tighter that turn would be. Now, I'm not saying that you're doing anything wrong, Jen, because you're not. It looks great. As long as you're turning your head and your eyes first, that's fine. Because again, this is where head and eyes is most important. U-turns. We don't want to commit to a turn until we know what the hell's going on. And if we see something's not right, then we can say, oh, I'm not making that turn. But if you bury your head, stuff happens fast out there. So for you, Jason, I don't want you to turn like this. Remember, head and eyes, handlebars. So you should be here, head and eyes, turn. Don't gradually turn. Turn those damn handlebars. Show the motorcycle who's the boss. Keep it loaded. Use the rear brake slightly. You're good. You're already good. All right, let's do it again. Last time for you going this way. Oh, I'm sorry. Now I want you to stop and then stop over here. Both of you. Nice. Remember, that foot doesn't come down until you're stopping. Until you're stopped, I should say. All right. Stopping over here. Preload, preload. Good, 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 good. Woo! Look where you are now. Way tighter. Oh, outstanding. All right, and Reg, we got to keep those RPMs up. I'm hearing your motorcycle chug-a-lug. There we go. There we go. I know you forgot. Have you slowed that down a little bit? Because you turned your handlebars right away. That was beautiful. And then when you got into the turn, speed picked up. It took you wide. But that's much better, man. Much better. Straight through, Jason. Head and eyes. Handlebar. Turn them. Turn them. Slow down. Slow down. All right, so it happened to me, guys, right here. And I don't know how it happened, but as I was helping Jason pick his motorcycle up, I must have hit the mute button on the microphone. So everything else I did with these guys in the U-turn, no audio. Oh my God, I was so pissed off. And of course I didn't know that at the time, but editing it, which I'm doing now, that's when I noticed it. And I was gonna just cut this whole thing out. But I want these guys to see themselves making these U-turns. I want you guys to see it too. But the stuff that I'm saying while I'm doing these things, or while these guys are doing these things, it's so important to me that you guys hear it as well as they hear it. Obviously they got to hear it, so I'm happy that they got the benefit of hearing it. But I want all you guys to hear it, because I know that if there's anything that I say or any questions that they ask, or there's times that I stop these guys and talk to them, I know it's going to be addressing something that you guys probably have a question on. Anyway, you can see right here that Jen, and I can definitely relate, the right turns are more difficult for her as well as Jason than the left turns. Now it seemed to me that the right turns were a little easier for Reggie. Okay. See, he's making those right turns way better than he was making the left turns. And the biggest thing out there was commitment. Now right here, you can see, you guys know, I always say speed is an issue going too fast, but right here, Jen's going too slow. And that's why she keeps putting her foot down, because if you're going that slow, the motorcycle is going to fall over. You know, you have to make sure that you keep it loaded. And again, the friction zone should be pulling you through the U-turn. And that's not going to happen at about 3 miles an hour. Right here, Jason's the exact opposite. Speed is going to take you out wide. Right here, see, speed. And at the last minute, he looks at the cone and sees he's not going to make it. And that's when he hits the rear brake a little bit too hard. Bike jerks to the right, foot goes down. And right here, see, she's not liking it. She's not liking it. But keep watching. Now I cut out everything in between so that you guys can just see the U-turns. Just watch the U-turns. I don't have to say every time that Jason goes through that speed. But now that's finesse. Finesse showed up at the last minute. Finesse is an example of the benefits of being a V.I.Preloader and live in the area. He came by earlier with his wife. They dropped someone off at the airport, a relative, and he stopped by just to say hi. I asked him, where's your motorcycle? He said, we were just dropping somebody off at the airport. So I said, good, go home and get your motorcycle. So he went home, he came back with his motorcycle, but he only stayed for a little while because he had to go back, and I think he had to go buy a tree or something like that. Yeah, that's what he had to do. But the benefit is he can come, go. Did you guys just see that? Jen went to put her foot down and didn't do it. Still going too slow, but the important thing is she went to put her foot down. She went back into the friction zone, never put the foot down. Beautiful. Love seeing that. Love seeing that. But this is where trust and believe comes in, where it's so important. You need to feel that you don't have to be going fast. That's why I said I don't want you to swoop through these U-turns. I want you to feel the friction zone pulling you through them. When the friction zone is pulling you through this turn, there you go, just like that. That was beautiful. 7 to 10 miles per hour is all you need. Anything faster than that is going to push you out wide in your U-turn. Yeah, see, she doesn't want to turn those handlebars, and she doesn't want to lean. It just doesn't feel comfortable, right? But, you know, just keep watching. You'll see. It's going to get better and better and better. It's going to get better for Jason, too. A lot better. And I'll give you guys a heads up. It's not going to get a lot better right here in exercise number 6. But what happened is, and I loved this, every time we would take a break, everybody would go under the tent. Jason might go under the tent, but sometimes he just stayed out there and kept practicing what he knew he needed work on. And he kept practicing this U-turn. I'll spill the beans now. Right there, not enough power for Reggie. Not enough power. So, of course, the bike, it feels like it's going to fall. And it is going to fall if you don't give it power, especially going that slow. Anyway, I'm going to spill the beans. I was setting up for follow the leader, and I put my 360 camera on, and as I'm walking toward my motorcycle, Jason is practicing the U-turn, and he makes a perfect, and when I say perfect, I mean a perfect right turn. Perfect. Nice! Woo! Oh, that was smooth as butter. And he didn't know any cameras were on or anybody was looking at him, but I just happened to have that 360 camera on, and I caught that footage. And I was like, woo! You guys know how I get when I see somebody do something they've been struggling with. You know, I feel it, man, because I know how that felt when I got it. So it's always going to be something that gives me great, great joy. Nice. Very nice. That's finesse. So you see right there what Reggie did, and Jason was doing the same thing. When they first start the U-turn, they're not turning their head and their eyes and looking at my camera. They're actually looking at the cone. And even if they are looking at my camera, they don't continue to look at it. They look at that cone. That's why when they start out, it doesn't start out with a full commitment. And then all of a sudden you see this dip and turn of the handlebars. And that's because they're looking at that cone and they say, uh-oh, I'm going to hit it. And that's when they commit to the turn. When if you commit right away, everything is smoother. As long as you keep it loaded, stay in the friction zone, everything is smoother and really easier. Yeah, and it's a swooping turn. If it's swooping, see how I'm saying the word swooping? That's how you're turning your handlebars. You're turning them so slow that you're losing space. And this is preparing you for the figure 8. Figure 8, you can't do anything swooping. You got to commit, turn. Commit, turn. Exercise number 8, offset double serpentine. Same thing. These all build on one another. All right, guys. Exercise number 7, the figure 8. So this is the same width as that U-turn. 27 feet wide, 46 feet long. The only difference in here is we got to do a transition. So when you come in this figure 8, you need to come all the way over to the side. Don't rip yourself off. Don't start to turn too early. Don't be right here. Be all the way over here. Don't turn right here. Be all the way over here. Because if you start your turn early and you give up that space here, you're going to have to make up for it over here. All right? So what I'm going to say is if you struggled with that U-turn, this is highly unlikely for you. So what I'd like you to do, if you want to initially, when you pull in here, head and eyes, I want you to look at that green cone. Turn and hold it. Hold it. When you get about right here, look at that green cone and go for it. Hold it. Hold your turn. Hold your turn. Hold your turn. Now some people like to kind of straighten out right here because they think they're going to that corner. No. We're not doing a skinny 8. We're doing a fat 8. So that means you should be going to the side, not the corner. Hold it. Hold it. Hold it. If you're not going to try the second turn, I want you to just ride out right here. The purpose is I want you to get as close to this green cone as possible. So at least we know you're making the turn tight enough to make the first turn. If you never make the second turn, that's fine. That's why we work on it, okay? If you are going to make the second turn, as you're coming towards that green cone, hold it, hold it, hold it. Transition, head and eyes. Look at that green cone. Hold it. Again, use all the space that you have. Hold it, or that you need. Hold it, hold it. Change, now you're going to be looking at that cone. Hold it, because now you're going for it. Hold it, hold it, hold it, hold it, hold it. Transition, head and eyes. Look at this cone. You're going to go through it again. You go through it twice. Go out the exit. I forgot to tell you guys, double cones represent an entrance and an exit. And you get a ka-ching. Use all the space that you have and or need. Come all the way over here. Head and eyes. Look at that cone. Hold it. Hold it. Hold it. Look at this cone. Hold it. If this is where you're going to stop, just go out right there. If you're going to do the whole thing, head and eyes. Hold it. Hold it. Hold it. Hold it. Transition. Look at that cone. Look at that cone. Go for it. Hold it. Hold it. Transition. The rules are the same even if you do it in 4 parking spaces. Hold it. Hold it. Transition. Hold it. Hold it. Head and eyes. Hold it. Hold it. Hold it. Don't go too fast. Don't go too slow. Same rules apply. All right? All right, let's do it. Hold it, hold it. Head and eyes, head and eyes, head and eyes. Keep it loaded, keep it loaded. Head and eyes, head and eyes. Transition. I didn't think he was going to go for the second one, so it was good. A little too much speed. So you have to lean in here. Jason could have made that turn if he leaned. Gotta lean. Good, look at the first green cone, look at the second one. Hold it, look over here. Hold it, hold it. Nice, very nice. The wind blew my tent over. I lost one of the weights, it must have fell in the water. Too early. All right, you know why you're over there? Straighten out. You turn right here. Gotta come over here. So that was the first real test of those weights that I bought for that tent, and they failed. She started that early, but she's good. Look at that. Hold it, hold it. Come on, come on. Transition. I don't even care about that because she started early and she still made this turn, so she's good. There we go. Slow down, slow down, slow down. Watch that foot. Too early, Jason, too early. You turn from here. You turn from here. You got to come all the way over here. All right? Too early. Finally got some shade out here. Thank God, because it's blazing. Good. Hold it, hold it. Head and eyes, head and eyes. Good, good, good. All right, don't worry about the second turn. Because her right turn's not her strength anyway, so I want her to get this one in. Good. Head and eyes, head and eyes. Head and eyes, head and eyes. Good, hold it, hold it, hold it, hold it. Hold it, come on, come on, come on, transition. Keep it loaded, keep it loaded. Transition, slow down. Keep it loaded. Transition, slow down, slow down. There we go, look at the exit. Look at the exit, look at the exit. There we go. That's what I'm talking about, Sarge. Come on, come on, come on, come on. All right. Lean, you gotta lean. Good, head and eyes. Look over here. Look over here. Come on. Come on. Just go out. Just go out. Nice, Jen. Nice. Thank God for the cloud. I said, thank God for the cloud. Good. Head and eyes. Head and eyes. Transition. Good. Good. Head and eyes. Head and eyes. Come on. Come on. Transition. Keep it loaded, keep it loaded, keep it loaded. You're good. All right. All the way down. Good, good. Head and eyes, head and eyes, head and eyes. Keep it loaded. Keep it loaded. Throttle's too low. Good. Keep it there. Keep it there. Transition. Keep it loaded. Good. Come on. Head and eyes. Slow down. Transition. Look at the exit. Look at the exit. That's not the exit. That's what nerves do to you. That's the entrance. That's the exit. Listen, good enough for me. Good enough. Well, get it right, man. That's pretty good. Good. Keep it loaded. Keep it loaded. Head and eyes. Transition. Too much speed. All right, guys, we're gonna move on to exercise number 8, offset double serpentine. Take advantage of the shade. All right, guys, exercise number 8, offset double serpentine. Now, in that figure 8, you kept hearing me yell, hold it. So, Jen, your bike's on. So when Reggie would go in that turn, he's going too fast, yeah, but he's working it out. And remember the consistency thing I talked about. His handlebars are going like this, so that's making the turn harder or wider. And the rear brake, the bike is just doing all kind of moving around in there, but he worked it out. You know, and that's what I mean when I say that's the wrinkled t-shirt theory. T-shirt's designed to cover the upper part of your body. It's wrinkled, it doesn't look good, but it's doing the job. That's his figure 8. It didn't look pretty, but it's effective. But the more he practices, the iron is going to come out. He's going to iron out that t-shirt, okay? So, right here, keeping it, hold it. That's what we're doing here. When you come through this gate, I don't want you to just go straight for this gate. I want you to come through, swing right, head and eyes, which I got a lot of you guys are forgetting about the head and eyes. And I want you to turn from here. Now, the issue you were having over there, Jason, is you weren't leaning the motorcycle. So when you finally came over enough to the right, now you're too close to these cones. Without a lean, you're not going to make it, especially at that speed. So the reason I want you guys to come here is because now when you approach this gate, you should be approaching it like this. You shouldn't be approaching it like this. Because if you approach it like this, unless you really lean the motorcycle, your turn's going to be this wide. And you still got to make it through this gate. So you don't want to be approaching this like this, and now you're trying not to go past this line. Now, if this is too tight for you, that's what the green cones are for. Go around the green cones. Instead of going through the gate, go around the green cones, the outside cones. You're still going to have to go slow. I still want you to swing out. So this exercise is just like the figure 8. At no time should your handlebars be straight. You're coming in here, you're turning right, head and eyes. Look over here, handlebars, turning left. Now look at the gate that you came from. Hold it, just like the figure 8. Hold it. Head and eyes, handlebars, transition. Now you're looking at the gate you came from again. Hold it. You're going for it. Head and eyes, transition. Now you're going to go for that gate. So you're swooping. It should be a swoop. Fluidity. Nice and easy, right? Like I said, as soon as you come in here, go to the right. You got to lean. Head and eyes. Hold it, head and eyes, hold it, transition, head and eyes, hold it, transition, head and eyes, hold it, transition. At no time are your handlebars straight. If I go forward, it's more work. Now coming back, I went straight for the gate. It's a lot more work. Any questions? And again, if it's too tight, just go around the green cones. All right, let's do it. All the way over. Hold it. Transition. Good. Hold it. There we go. That's how it should look. It should be a sweeping turn. Hold it. Oh, he's all right. I forgot I don't have that many green cones. All right, who's next? Jen and Reggie are arguing who should go first, or second, I should say. Good. Head and eyes. Look at the gate you came from. Slow down. Too much speed. Transition. Good. There we go. All right, Jen. Look at me. Look at me. All right, look at the gate. Go around the green cone. Hold it. Hold it. Hold it. Transition. You want these turns to be sweeping. You don't want to go right to it. Hold it. Preload. Keep it loaded. Good, good. Good. Keep it loaded. She's a little straight up, but she's got a slight lean, so. Very nice. Nice, nice sweeping, sweeping. All right, that's a little too wide. Remember, we still have to do this slow. Nice. She's off camera, she went out so wide, and that's perfect. That's what I want her to do. Go out nice and wide on that first turn. But see right here, she's not holding it. So we're gonna have to go on that. So now everything is gonna be a little bit tighter. She started out good on that first turn, but you gotta do the same thing on every turn. Right there, there you go. Hold that turn, hold it. Hold it right here, hold it, hold it, hold it. Transition, good. Hold it, hold it, hold it. There we go. When she comes back, I'll let her know that I want her to hold it. Keep it loaded. Nice. Now right now I knew I was going to catch him eventually. And that started from the beginning. You got to hold that turn longer. Otherwise you're going to be right on top of the gate. Nice. Slow down a little bit, and with both of you. So, Jen, that was good. The first turn you made, you came out really wide. Perfect. And then the second turn, you didn't. So instead of when you made this first turn, you came all the way over here. Beautiful. So when you came through here, you actually went through like this. That was perfect. And then when you got here, instead of going towards the gate, you went just like this. So that made everything tighter. We're always doing sweeping turns, always. Now, when you got to the third turn, you started doing it again. So you got the concept. Just make sure you hold it, transition, looking good. Jen, you don't even need these green cones. You can really do this going through the gate, but do what makes you comfortable. All right, go ahead, Jason. Too wide, way too wide. Too much speed, way too wide. So we missed that one. You still got to do this slow, even if you go around the green cones. All right, Jen. Too much speed, too much speed. Too fast, yeah. Good, hold it, hold it. There we go. Keep it loaded. I hear it and I see her engine shaking. Oh, too much speed. See, she didn't swing out right there. She's right on top of it. Got to keep swinging out. She's handling it. There we go. Keep it loaded. So she sees she didn't swing out on that last one. So on this one, she made sure she swung out. And she made sure she went slow enough so that she can do it. Right there, oh, look at this. Look at her challenging herself. Ha ha ha. That's what I like to see. That's what I like to see. There we go. Nice speed. Hold it, hold it, hold it, hold it. Transition. Oh, you're going right to it. I mean, again, it's still possible to do it, but more work. There we go. Looking good. Looking really good. Every now and then he has a burst of speed. There we go. Nice transition right there. Very nice. Very nice. You going again or you good? Now this time, slow down. So, listen, your goal, yes, you're going around the green cone, but you don't want to go past this line. The last time you went, you were all the way out here. So nice and neat. Make sure you go out nice and wide. What'd you say?
He's showing off.
He's showing off? As soon as he said you're showing off, that happened. No. That's what you said to me earlier. You told me I was showing off.
Yeah, you get it.
I said, you shut it off? I said, why is it there if I ride the motorcycle the way it's designed to be written, I'm showing off? Step closer to the bike, that back foot. There we go. Now walk into it. Push, pull. Do it the way you know how to do it. Grab the handlebar. Grab the saddlebag guard.
Yep.
Yep. Baby steps up. All right.
How much damage there?
It's only going to be on the underside of your engine guard and your saddlebag guard.
Yeah.
What happened there?
Not enough throttle.
Exactly. That's all. It's almost like a pull-in. So the beauty is, again, this is what I'm always talking about. I asked you at the beginning of the day, you want to take the bags off? And then I said, you really don't have to.
Yeah.
The engine guard and the saddlebag guard, that's what it's there for, and it did its job. Good job. Come all the way over here. Slow down, slow down, slow down. Lean it. Still too wide, still too wide. There we go. That's much better. Much better. Oh, it's coming back. Didn't swing out on that turn. Oh, he's coming right for the green cone. Okay. All right. All right, guys, we're going to move on to exercise number 9, the abominable snowman. It's not going to be abominable today, I can assure you of that. All right, guys, exercise number 9, the abominable snowman, but I'm just going to call it the snowman today because nobody's touching the top of this snowman. That's why I put the camera inside of that 18-foot circle. So I'm not going to ride it because you guys already saw me ride it. The good thing about this is, oh, before I even talk about this, Jen, I was so proud of her. She started going through these things, and then she was like, screw these green cones. And she went through the gate. challenging herself. I like it. See, that's how it starts, man. The confidence thing. That's exactly how it starts. So beautiful, beautiful. I can't wait to talk to her later on to find out, you know, the whole rating thing, because I forgot what she said, but I'm just going to leave it at that. Okay. I like the Snowman because there's something in here for everybody for the most part. First circle is 27 feet. Now, all of you have done 27-foot circles. Again, I got to bring up Jen again. She pulled into the figure 8. She was on this side, and she was about this far off of the white line. And I said, too soon, but she still made that turn. So it's important that she knows that she can make a U-turn in 24 feet. She doesn't need to be line to line. But a 27-foot circle is tighter than a 27-foot box because it's 27 feet all the way around. But fret not. Notice, like I told you guys earlier, you're not coned in here. So if it gets too tight, you could just roll out, no big deal. Now, if you're going to go, well, I'm pretty sure everybody's going to go left first. So if you're going to go left and you come in here, I want you to bring your wheel all the way to here. Don't start turning here because you're just going to make this a lot tighter. Bring your wheel here. And then when you get here, I still don't want you to start turning. Hug these cones right here. Hug them. Your wheel should be this close to them. Head and eyes. Now, if you're only going to do the 27-foot turn, look at the exit. Come around here. Hold the turn. Hold it. There we go again. Hold it, hold it, hold it. You can go around again if you want, or you can just go right back out. Okay? If you want to do the 27 and then the 25-foot, same thing. Come all the way over here. Hug these cones. Now, commit. Head and eyes. Hold it. Now, in this, your head and eyes are going to keep changing focus. Focus in there. When you get about right here, now you're focusing here. When you get about right here, now you're focusing on that gate because that's where you're going. Hold it. Hold it. Hold it. Hold it. And then when you get into here, same thing. Come all the way over here. Don't worry about doing this. Just come over here. Put your wheel right here. Hug these cones. Head and eyes. Now, go for it. Now, if you're just going to go back out, go back out. If you say, hey, I want to try the 22-foot, same thing. Don't cheat yourself. Head and eyes. Lean the motorcycle. Okay? It doesn't have to be extreme, but it's definitely going to help you make this turn. Now, if you're saying to yourself, I want to try the 25 feet, and you know your rights are not as good as your lefts, do the right turn in the bigger box so that you're doing the left turn in the box that's a little smaller. Any questions? All right, let's do it. Too early. You can still make it, but very early. What are you doing, Sarge? What are you doing? The Sarge is not in charge. All right, there we go. Better. Too early. Keep it loaded. Too early. Made that turn too early. Good, good. Come on, come on, come on. All right. Hold it. Good, 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 good. Very nice, very nice. All the way over, all the way over, all the way over. All right, hold it. Good, good, good. Head and eyes, head and eyes. Keep it loaded. Keep it loaded, keep it loaded. You're good, you're good, you're good. Woo! Hold it, hold it, hold it, hold it, hold it. Hold it, you're good. That was good. All the way over, all the way over, all the way over. All right. gotta lean, you gotta lean. Good, good. Easy, easy. Gotta lean it, lean it, lean it, lean it. Lean it, keep it loaded. Good, 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 good. Keep it loaded. Too early, too early. Oh, oh, oh. Woo! What are you doing? What are you doing? You were so happy you made that. That was good. That was really good. A little bit more speed. Good. Too early, too early. Too early, that's it. Good. Lean it, lean it, lean it, lean it. Good, turn, turn, turn. Jen, that last one was good. You just turned too early in the second turn. Come on, let's do it again. Good, a little more speed. Head and eyes. Good, good, good. Right here. Come all the way over here, all the way over. Okay, good. Let's go. Head and eyes. Lean it, lean it. Ah. Nice. Nice. Keep it loaded, keep it loaded. Good. Lean it, lean it, lean it. Good, good. Go back out. Good. Too early, too early. Too early. All the way over, all the way over. There we go. Head and eyes, look at the exit. All the way over to the left. All the way over. Good. Head and eyes. Head and eyes. There we go. Good. Head and eyes. Keep it loaded. Lean it. Lean it. Lean it. That was gonna be it right there. Look for your motorcycle. Well, it's on the cone, but that was the best one so far. Keep it loaded. Keep it loaded. Lean it, lean it, lean it. Good. Good. Keep it loaded. Keep it loaded. Rear brake, rear brake. Ah. All the way over, all the way over. Lean it, lean it. Rear brake, rear brake. All the way over. over, all the way over. Nice, lean it, lean it. All right, come here. Come here. All right, what you're doing is, when you get into this turn, as soon as it's time for you to lean, you look right here.
Okay.
And that's when you lose it, when you should be looking here. Remember, when you get in here, I said, bring your wheel here, hug these cones. Right. When you get about right here, now commit. Look over there. All right, let's try it again. Some more speed, some more speed. You're going too slow. See, too slow. Going too slow. Come back in, come back in. Come back in. She was going too slow, too slow. More speed, more speed. Head and eyes. Good. Come on, come on, come on. Head and eyes, lean it, lean it, lean it. I got it, Jason. I got it. All right, one more time for each of yous. All the way over, all the way over. Good. Head and eyes. Head and eyes. Look at the next gate. Keep it loaded. All the way over, all the way over. Head and eyes, look at the gate. Keep it loaded. Keep it loaded, baby.
I didn't.
That's the only way it's gonna fall. Shut it off. Yeah, do it that way. Put your butt lower. There we go. I got it. Good?
Yeah.
I didn't is never a question. It's the only way it's going to fall. You're not keeping the power to the rear wheel. Good, good, good. You're good. Come over here. Over here. Head and eyes. Lean it. Lean it. Lean it. Too much speed. All right, guys, we're gonna move on to the bonus exercise, and they want to try. They didn't all say it, but I think they all want to try it. Actually, Jen is set up again, so she wants to do this again. I guess we're not moving on. I told Sarge to take a break, and he was like, "Nope, I'm gonna keep going." Good, all the way over, all the way over. Head and eyes, lean it, head and eyes, rear brake. There we go. Too soon, too early. Yeah, you're too early on that turn. Take a break, Sarge. Good, good, good. Come on, come on, come on. Lean it, head and eyes. All right, take a break. Take a break. All right, guys, when I tell you it's hot, woo, the gods blessed us with a little bit of shade, but it's been a lot of sun. Okay, follow the leader briefly, do what I do as I do it. So every time I make a turn, I'm gonna do it from a stop. If I stop and make the turn and you just roll through it, you're out. pull your motorcycle to the middle of the parking lot. We're gonna do one circle around you and then jump back in the back. If you put your foot down, you're out. If you hit a cone, you're out. If you don't do something I do, you're out. If you ride on the grass where the board is the concrete, you're out. If you grab the front brake, you owe me 10 push-ups and you're out. Any questions? All right, let me get set up. I'm gonna have a 360 camera on me. Okay, now some people thrive and follow the leader, something they've been struggling with. For some reason, when you're following someone, it comes together. So, that's you? Okay, good. At some point, I'm gonna pull on the parking lot and try to get you to, on the sidewalk, try to get you to put your foot down. If your foot goes down, just get out of the way. Don't sit there and sulk because you're gonna screw up the person that's behind you, all right? When we leave the parking lot, if you put your foot down, you mess up anything, don't leave us to come back here to go in the middle. Just stay with us. And when we get back here, pull into the middle. We'll do a circle around you, get back in the back. Any questions? All right, now that 360 camera sees all. So if you should have been out and you stay in, when I'm editing this, I'm gonna blow you up.
I'm watching the rise, and I wouldn't say I'm shocked cause I'm hardly surprised. This one's for the ride, this one's for who knew I'd make it, just needed some time. This one's for my wife, could've left 1,000 times just so by my side. This one's for the grind, I knew it would happen, just had the strength in my mind. To the videos, they thought I was a black guy. That's hard to get over. I'm foreigner in the sport, but I'm fully devoted. I don't take it for granted that the door's been open. I knew I was different, I knew I was chosen. A breadwinner, but I'm soft-spoken. Authentic like a 5950 and there's no cap. Let's have a toast to that. Let's have a toast for the real ones. Let's have a toast for the real. Let's have a toast for the real ones. Let's have a toast for the real. Let's have a toast for the real ones. Have a toast for the real. Let's have a toast for the real ones. Have a toast for the They done baptized the bad guy. Still don't follow religion. The fabric's not average, the cotton's Egyptian. 500 for the shoes, come dirty, but the European. Less is more and less is the bank. Up the score, I pull up from trade. From the tray, I'm ballin' like Trike. Do what I can, I do what you can't. I wrote this 30,000 feet up, 10 toes stay G'd up. I'm tryna get that type of wealth, like a house on the hills, can't see us. Say the money still me up, stay humble, stay teed up. I don't tell you how to live, so don't hit me with no weak stuff. And if you know the deal, then you know the deal. If it's real, then you know it's real. Toast. Let's have a toast for the real ones. Let's have a toast for the real. Let's have a toast for the real ones. Let's have a toast for the real. Let's have a toast for the real ones. Have a toast for the real. Let's have a toast for the real ones. Have a toast for the real. Yeah, I'm watching the rise, and I wouldn't say I'm shocked cause I'm hardly surprised. This one's for the ride, this one's for who knew I'd make it, just needed some time. This one's for my wife, could've left 1,000 times just so by my side. This one's for the grind, I knew it would happen, just had the strength in my mind. To the videos, they thought I was a black guy. That's hard to get over. A foreigner in the the sport, but I'm fully devoted. I don't take it for granted that the door's been open. I knew I was different, I knew I was chosen. A breadwinner, but I'm soft-spoken. Authentic like a 5950 and there's no cap. Let's have a toast to that. Let's have a toast for the real ones. Let's have a toast for the real. Let's have a toast for the real ones. Let's have a toast for the real. Let's have a toast for the real ones. Have a toast for the real. Let's have a toast for the real ones. Have a toast for the They done baptized the bad guy. Still don't follow religion. The fabric's not average. The cotton's Egyptian. 500 for the shoes, come dirty, but the European. Less is more and less is the bank. Up the score, I pull up from train. From the tray, I'm ballin' like Trike. Do what I can, I do what you can't. I wrote this 30,000 feet up, 10 toes stay G'd up. I'm tryna get that type of wealth like a house on the hills, can't see us. Say the money still me up, stay humble, stay teed up. I don't tell you how to live, so don't hit me with no weak stuff. And if you know the deal, then you know the deal. If it's real, then you know it's real. Toast. Let's have a toast for the real ones. Let's have a toast for the real. Let's have a toast for the real ones. Let's have a toast for the real. Let's have a toast for the real ones. Have a toast for the real. Let's have a toast for the real ones. Have a toast for the real.
I let
over. Okay. When I say get set, go, that's when you go. Head and eyes, straight ahead. Well, after you look at me. On your mark. Get set. Go. All right, you won. You won. You guys want to go again? Okay. You won. All right. Reggie, you okay?
Yes,
You enjoy yourself?
I did.
You remember what you rated yourself when you came here today?
2.
Any change in that number?
Yes. 3.
Okay, that's good. That's good. And I know you traveled a long, long way to get here. I definitely appreciate you coming. I definitely appreciate you being a V.I.Preloader. And of course, I know this goes without saying, you got to keep practicing, 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 okay? So whatever you felt like you needed from out here, whatever you felt some shortcomings in, focus on that. Focus on that, okay? All right, pleasure to meet you, man. You can pass the mic to Jen.
All right.
Okay, you enjoy yourself?
Oh yeah,
You remember what you rated yourself when you came out here?
2,
Any change in that number?
maybe a 3.5, 4.
Yeah, there's no maybe about it. You did outstanding out here today. Outstanding. So I love when husband and wives, now I've done a couple of private lessons with husbands and wives. And I say all the time when we come out here, the first thing I say, listen, leave your egos on the sidewalk. This is not a competition. I can say that till I'm blue in the face. Some of these couples, oh, it's a competition, man. And I watch them practice and it's like, yay, baby. Son of a bitch. You know, it's like they're happy at the same time. It's like, son of a bitch. But you did great. You did great. All right. Pleasure to meet you. Thank you for becoming a V.I.Preloader as well. And I remember Jason was telling me at first, I don't know if she's going to come. I don't know if she... I'm glad you came out here. You did great.
Me too.
Pleasure to meet you. Jason, my friend. Did you enjoy yourself?
Absolutely.
I appreciate the both of you making the trip out here. I know you get the miles in all the time, but it's still, I appreciate it. Remember what you rated yourself when you came?
2.
Any change in that number?
About the same.
Okay, good. And again, like I always say, these are not holy grounds. There's not miracles happening out here. What this is basically, it's going to let you know what you need to work on more. And the benefit, of course, that you guys have is when you watch this video, it's one thing to be out here doing it. But I can guarantee you, Jason's going to go home and watch this video. Oh, man, I caught that U-turn you made because I had this camera on while I was walking up to my bike. Because, oh, my gosh, that right-hand U-turn you made that U-turn like you were out here making U-turns all day. It was smooth. Everything was steady. Your head and your eyes, the throttle was, oh, my God. So I'm glad you did that before you left. And kudos to Jason, too. Every time I said, okay, guys, well, not every time, but most of the times I said, go take a break. Jason was like, yeah, you guys go sit down. I'm going to go knock down some more cones. I'm going to do the single serpentine. I'm going to do the U-turn. And that's why you knocked out that U-turn, because you were practicing. Outstanding, brother. Pleasure to meet you, man.
Practice, practice, practice.
That's it. That's it.
What did you say? If you got time to ride, you got time to practice.
That's right. That's absolutely right.
Yes.
Whew. All right, guys. Practice session number 47. It's a wrap in the books. Hot out here. Oh, my gosh, guys. But we got it in. Right now, the V.I.Preloaders are helping me pick up the cones. Or they're picking up the cones for me, and I appreciate that. Listen, guys. First and foremost, this is Memorial Day weekend. So I want to acknowledge all of the veterans that made the ultimate sacrifice and the family members that supported them. We all know that, and I live in a military town. Pooler, Georgia is a military town. Most of the people that live here are either military or retired military. But your efforts and your service is always appreciated, whether you sacrificed yourself or not. Remember, I don't care what you do in the armed services and all branches of the armed services. It doesn't matter what your duty is. When the crap hits the fan, it's all hands on deck. So you could be doing nothing one day, right in the thick of it the next. It's the same with law enforcement. So appreciate you guys. All the best and all the support always from Preloader Nation. All right, so guys, again, I appreciate you all. If you like this video or anything that I put out here, please hit the subscribe button. It helps out my channel. Hit the like button and hit that notification bell if you want to be notified of all the future content coming from this channel. Nothing but positivity and good stuff coming from Preloader Nation. I appreciate all of you guys. Listen, if anything that you guys could be doing with your time and the fact that you choose to spend, I use the term a little bit loosely, but the fact that you choose to spend a little bit of it with me, I'm always going to appreciate that. Spend more time being thankful for the things that you have, guys, and less time complaining about the things that you don't. That's all from here now, guys. Of course, I want to acknowledge my brothers and sisters in blue. Please be careful out there. I know you're appreciated. Special shout out to the elite NYPD Highway Patrol, particularly Highway 1, because that's where I worked, and the Highway District, because that's where the motorcycle school is. That's who taught me how to ride my motorcycles the way I ride them. But like I always tell you guys, this is a perishable skill. You have to stay on top of this. So motor officer or not, you have to keep practicing to keep these skills up. I know people like to put the miles in, but remember, seat time does not equal practice time. And if you have time to ride, you have time to practice. Until next time, guys.